Well, we live. Should I be live right now? I don't know. But what I will fully say, I've been considering going live for like 2 hours just because like fucking why not? I got nothing else planned for today. So I was like, fuck it. I'll go live early. We'll get more content in so I don't have to, quit at like midnight that I usually do. And maybe some of my friends from the other side of the world can tune in a little easier. So there's that. But we're just gonna go live now. just gonna tweet out a couple times and Alice, hi. I hope it's not too late over there for you now. Okay. maybe a little early. I'm gonna send out a tweet. We're gonna do this thing and then we're gonna actually jump into the game here. But I hope you're doing good. I wonder if this will be. Well, you know what? It doesn't matter. No one will be the wiser. All right, let's get into this. Stop! Sad music. Hi Ohio, how you doing? How's things? Okay, real quick before we do the full chat thing and do that.
This place is rather
I
gloomy.
say,
why don't you lighten the mood for us while we're here then?
I'll see what I can do.
okay, thanks, Dolly. I gotta say real quick, YouTube, love your faces. Subscribe if you're new. Leave a like. And I hope you enjoy the video. That's pretty much it. Again, we're really close to 100. You guys can hit that. I'd be fucking insane. I'd be crazy. Ohio says hi. You can't see it because I don't have chat on screen. Also, I tried doing something with a capture card to see maybe if the Xbox would want to run through the little capture card I have. It didn't go well. So, new capture card will have to be acquired before I can make Xbox games work on PC on the with the overlay and stuff. But we'll see when we go forward with that. Also, Ohio says you better say it back. So leave a comment. Say hi. I'm good. Down with bronchitis. I'm sorry. And I've been playing Pokemon all day for the past 3 days. Ooh. But that's a lot of good Pokemon though. Okay. Oh, that's the one thing I gotta change. Hang on. Okay. Hopefully, this should make it run a little better. I'm looking at the stream. Runs better enough. Alright, let's click on this. Playing Violet, I'm trying to figure out who I want for my 6th slot. Oh. Well, who do you got now? The Red Woman. Oh. Fuck. Hi, Fennec, how you doing? Well, this looks like it's been going well. Welcome to Lenegus. It's apparently terrible here. Not really doing good, but that's on par for every 4 weeks. Oh, I'm sorry.
What in the world?
This being Renan territory, I was prepared for a lot of things to look different. But this is a bit more than I anticipated.
The very foundations of the city have shifted. What could have caused this?
When Lenegis changed shape, it must have had an effect on the interior too.
Maybe when they sent the wedge down to Dana?
But they wouldn't move around the places where people live. These are their homes, right?
I would think the citizens themselves didn't have much say in the matter. Either way, locating the Forbidden Zone just became that much trickier.
We?
Dohalim?
Sableye.
Is that you?
Sableye for sure. That's great! He got recognized immediately.
Avakir, I'm glad to see you're well.
So it is you! But why are you here? Shouldn't you be down on Dana participating in the crown contest? And these people!
So you haven't heard what happened on Dana, then?
Heard what?
Because Sableye's awesome. Also, what's the good news, Fennec?
Someone you know?
An old friend.
Hey, Dohalim, don't tell me you've started keeping company with...
They're with me. More importantly, what's happened here?
Oh,
He cut that
I'm
off
really
quick.
not sure. The city's foundations began to shift without warning, and now everything looks like this. We're all waiting for the Sovereign to tell us what's happening, but so far...
Avakir, listen to me. We're looking for the Forbidden Zone. Do you have any idea where we might find it?
The Forbidden Zone? What business could you possibly have there?
Trust me. The less you know, the better.
You're just the same as ever. I wish I could help, but what with the changed topography, I can barely locate my own home. Let alone the Forbidden Zone.
Very well.
'Cause I
It
put
looks like
wings
we'll have
on
to
him.
find the way there ourselves.
Have you seen Faria yet?
No.
I'm gonna go with no. Okay.
I see. Well, nothing much has changed with her. If anything, she's probably even more...
I can well imagine.
Why did you come back? You know it can only result in pain for you both.
I've no doubt of that.
You really are the same as ever. Fine, I understand. Just don't say I didn't warn you. And take care of yourself. Okay, Doe?
I'm gonna let this cutscene play out, and then I'll answer that.
So who's Faria?
No, skip them. Never mind.
If what Avakir said is true, it would seem the people of Lenegis are being kept in the dark about what's happening down on Dana.
They seem to be just as clueless about what's going on up here in their own world. Despite the fact that it's actually here that the wedge originally came from.
We need more information. Let's talk to the citizens, see what we can find out.
While we're at it, we can ask them about the Red Woman, too.
And don't forget about finding the way to the Forbidden Zone either.
Let's leave the talking to Shion. We can't have a bunch of Danans poking their noses around.
Good idea. I think that's for the best.
I shall assist.
You sure?
Being a lord on Lenegis has its
He
advantages.
looked like he was peeking over the wings.
Right. Then we'll leave it to you two.
Okay. So, before I skit another skit, the wings are just an accessory. This is what he usually looks like. He doesn't have any fairy wings or anything like that. I just thought they were funny to throw on him. So if I go to outfits and I go to Dohalim, they're butterfly wings. So that's all those are. They're just a fancy thing you can put on. Same thing with Kisara's wings. They're just accessories. So he's not a fae. He's not anything like that. Though I can understand giving Barbie Fairytopia vibes. Another person said Wings Club, but yeah. The wings are not real, no. He's also not human. He's kind of like a superhuman because he can control spirits and earth and shit like that. So, but yeah. But I can see the vibes that he gives off. I understand. That's why he's wearing them though, because it's funny. Just to answer that question. Also, 2 paint kits that I've reordered are being pulled from the warehouse. Hey, nice. Should be shipped either tomorrow or Saturday. I should have them in a week or so. Nice. Good to hear. Okay.
Dan and
We got,
Zamanga should
probably a couple
keep
more
our
skits to
heads
go
down.
here.
What if people freak out?
I shall explain it away by saying I'm leading you.
What are we, dogs?
All right. Did you forget the part where we're in literally a different space, and we don't want to like rise suspicion? Huh? Maybe we want to like fly under the radar for once. Law. Did it ever occur to you to that? Anyways.
What could be so important? It's worth destroying people's livelihoods and homes in the process. It's just unbelievable. Uprooting an entire city as if it were mere building blocks. Someone's got an awful lot of questions to answer.
From how it looks, they must be siphoning off astral energy from Dana and then
Understandable.
sending it to Rena.
But why do all this? What for? Surely they can't be using all that energy for the crown contest.
Whatever their purpose, disrupting their siphoning process alone won't be sufficient. Not while we still don't know what their endgame is.
He's right. We need to stop this from happening ever again.
This Forbidden Zone might be where we find some answers, right? So what are we waiting for? Let's get moving!
We're
You heard
waiting
him.
for proper
We don't have time
information.
to stop and chat. Let's move.
I mean, we kind of should every once in a while maybe make a plan.
So, I've been wondering, do you think when Lenegis was built, it was even made with people living here in mind?
What do you mean?
Well, none of this happened by coincidence, right? They must have designed it to transform like this. But then, if they knew people were going to live here, you'd think they would have taken that into consideration to avoid all this chaos.
Ordinarily, yes. You'd think so. Trust me, as far as we were concerned, Lenegis was our home, nothing more. No one knew about all this. It makes you wonder whether the city was just built on as an afterthought. But if so, to what exactly?
Sorry, that probably sounded weird, huh?
Not at all. Sometimes it takes an outsider's eye to help you notice what you've been missing all along. This place is a mystery, that's for sure. Something tells me we'll find answers where we're going, though.
Yeah, you're right, Shion. I'm sure we will.
She's so much happier now. Ah! And yet so sad. So very sad. Is Lena just done for? The residential quarter is falling apart. It's fine. I don't know what you mean. It looks great. Oh no. With everything all topsy-turvy in the residential quarter, there are lots of injuries. Stuff keeps dropping on people and they're also falling down.
Oh, dear me. What an unspeakable mess this has all become. Just look at the state of our city. Even the Zeugles have stopped heeding our commands. Whatever did we do to deserve this?
You really have no clue what might have caused this?
Would that I have. Alas, there was no warning, no prior decree. His Highness must have deemed it unnecessary for us to know. We have no choice but to grin and bear it. But do my eyes deceive me? Could I really be standing in the presence of his lordship, Dohalim of the House Ilkaris?
No,
I believed he was on Dana.
it's an illusion. You're losing your
Your
mind.
eyes do not deceive
You hit your head in the fall.
It is I, one and the same.
Oh, okay.
I have returned to fulfill a special duty, the details of which I cannot divulge.
As your lordship wishes. First Lenegis mutates beyond recognition, now this unexpected visit. The Sovereign's plans are inscrutable indeed. The Ilkaris House has produced a great many lords over the centuries. I shall be praying for your victory in the latest crown contest.
Your good wishes do me an honor.
Alright. Is there anything over here? A chest. Ooh, strawberries. Hey, lady, what's up? Can anyone hear me? Please, someone answer me. What's going on? Why can't I reach anyone? Well, no reason. The old guy sounds like Freddy from Security Breach. Gregory. He kind of does. He kind of did, yeah. Where's that dang Sovereign when you need him? Can't you see the city's in trouble? Let's not jump to conclusions now. I'm sure there's a reason he hasn't appeared yet. Let's simply give it time. Uh-huh. Hey, you okay? Huh? Where am I? I just went out for a walk, but now I don't know where I am. I don't know. Everything's falling apart and looks completely different. I can't get a hold of Mother and Father either. You have nothing to fear, kids. I'm sure there's a reason for everything that's going on. But even the Zeugles are out running loose. That seems dangerous. Zeugles are nothing more than our servants. They may have gotten out, but I assure you I'll have them back under control before long. If you kids consider yourselves to be proud Renans, then be brave. We'll have the situation fixed before you know it. About that. Oh, here, man. In all my years, never have I seen such potent healing art. Thank you so... Alright. Thank you so much for taking the time to help an old woman like me. Ah, no problem. Fancy parfait recipe! How's Stacy there?
Everything will be okay now.
I know the basics of healing arts, but my skills pale in comparison.
Yes. Yes, they do. Alright, sir.
Your lordship. Oh, what a great honor it is to finally meet you. I descended to Dana during the last crown contest also. Alas, when the contender I was backing failed to clinch the title, I returned. I witnessed the deaths of so many slaves.
Indeed.
Sorry to interrupt, but we're looking for a woman dressed all in red. Have you seen anyone of that description?
All red, eh? No, I can't say I remember anyone like that. I imagine she'd stand out somewhat, too.
Yeah. What about down on Dana during the crown contest? You didn't see anyone like that hanging around the lord you were serving?
What's with all these questions? I've never seen her, okay? Not recently or otherwise. Why do you want to find her anyway?
Never mind. Forget I asked. Sorry to take up your time.
He got defensive quick. The Zeugles suddenly stopped listening to our commands. As soon as we turned our backs, they bolted for the horizon. Nothing like this has ever happened before. We have to put the crown contest on hold. We can't carry it on while things are like this. Well, about that. Wouldn't you be surprised to know?
Is everything okay? You look a little lost.
Oh, yes. I can't seem to find my way home, is all. I was just about to make my umpteenth attempt at a new route.
I was hoping to head this way myself. The situation is a real pain, huh?
I suppose the Sovereign knows best. I daren't stay here too long, though. A lower caste can only linger around these parts for so long before I outstay my welcome. I was hoping to avoid it, but maybe I'll have to go that way after all.
You mean you know another way round?
Lord Dohalim Ilkaris! But how? Last I heard, you were in Dana competing in the crown contest.
Yes, strange, isn't it? If you know another route, we'd be grateful if you could tell us.
But of course. Please forgive me. There's a wall that sprung up ahead of here, with what looks to be an entrance in it. I thought maybe it was a passageway between the different quarters, but I've no way of knowing for sure.
It's worth investigating, at least.
Shouldn't think to take a look? Like, just
I shall go and assess the
cautiously walk
situation.
forward?
In the meantime, wait for me here. If it looks safe, I'll come and let you know.
You'd really do that for me? A lord troubling himself for someone of my lowly status?
Our lot in life is of little consequence. We are both Renan, first and foremost.
Oh,
Ooh.
why yes, my lord. Thank you.
Look at him being all humble and
Well,
shit.
we've canvassed the city for information. What do you think?
No one has the faintest idea what's happened to the city after all. They haven't heard the news about the crown contest either.
You'd think that info would easily find its way up here. Has it always been like that?
Not to this extent, which would indicate that something's suppressing the truth, that Lenegis is under some kind of control.
Given everything that's happened to their city, the people here seem weirdly okay with it all.
Yeah, that one guy even said his Zoogle had stopped listening to him. If that's true, these people are in big trouble.
Everything that happens here is attributed to the Sovereign's will. It's the way people have been conditioned. Their belief runs deep. Nothing happens devoid of a reason. To them, it's all part of the Sovereign's grand plan.
The Sovereign's plan. There is one thing I'm still not sure about. Just who is this person ruling over Lenegis?
The Sovereign, of course. He rules from Rena while presiding over both Rena and Lenegis.
Without the lords or anyone in the middle doing his dirty work? Isn't Rena at least the same size as Dana? That's a pretty big dominion for one person to rule over. I would have thought ruling Lenegis alone would be difficult enough.
The points you make are valid, though I confess I'd never given it much thought before. Here, the Sovereign's total authority is as natural as night turning to day. Come to think of it, I know nothing of the nature of how Rena itself is. Shion, have you ever been... No, forgive me. Have you met or crossed paths with, or even heard of someone who's actually made a visit to the homeland?
No, I haven't.
Neither have I. In which case, I would imagine that... But no, surely not. Can it really be that no citizen of Lenegis has ever been there?
Hold up, what are you getting at, Dohalim?
Assuming what I believe to be correct, it's possible that no one on Lenegis has ever laid eyes on the actual Renan homeworld itself. No one but the Sovereign, that is.
But what about trade and communication? There's got to be a flow back and forth, surely.
Not if the Sovereign is imposing his will on Lenegis single-handedly. It could be a one-way street.
But I thought you said that the Sovereign's all the way over on Rena. If that's the case, can he really rule directly over Lenegis from so far away? What if something were to happen to the city, like now?
I'm beginning to wonder what the nature of this Sovereign even is. Alphen said he was forced into the role, right? Just before the ceremony. But Sovereign is also the title given to the almighty Renan ruler. So which one is it?
Whoever wins the crown contest inherits the throne from his or her predecessor, before becoming ruler over all of Rena and Lenegis. Thereafter, that individual is known as the Sovereign. Though, it would appear that the current ruler has gone silent. As for how Volron factors into all this, at this point, I no longer know what to believe.
3 centuries ago, I became the Sovereign here on Lenegis. No, not just became, I was forced to. Me, a Dahnan. 300 years later, we cross paths with Volron, who also bears the Sovereign's crest. That's not the only thing we have in common. We both became Sovereign without winning the crown contest.
Do you think Volron was made Sovereign for the same reason? Because of that ceremony?
I can't say for sure, but it certainly sounds like it.
But that would mean that 2 Sovereigns would need to exist at any one time. One whose job it is to rule, and the other for ceremonial purposes. We never did see Volron's body back in Ganath Haros. Is a new ceremony underway with Volron at its center this time? Could that be what's causing all this strange activity here?
Wait a second. You don't think Volron and the Red Woman are working together, do you? The ceremony can't go forward without the Renis Alma. The same one that the Red Woman stole.
There's something else the ceremony needs. A maiden. And unless there's another one out there aside from me...
Questions, questions, and yet more questions. Ones that it seems will remain unanswered, until we can establish the Sovereign's identity.
If the Forbidden Zone really is off-limits to everyone but the Sovereign, that seems as good a place as any to start. For the sake of liberating Dana, too.
Then it's decided. That's where we need to go.
One of the citizens mentioned a passage that she thought might lead to another section of the city. It could point us in the right direction. Let's go find it!
Well, that was the longest skit I've seen so far. Also, I have to change batteries. So... and then we will be good to continue. Let's continue. Oh, never mind.
With nobody left to run the show, I wonder what the people here are supposed to do.
Oh.
I mean, there's sovereigns up on the Renan
what?
homeworld, and all their lords were sent to Dana.
But Dohalim was a lord, right?
Only current acting lords have power. Renan society is quite strict about such matters.
Even if the other lords were still around, I doubt they'd be able to do much about the situation.
I wonder what they'd think if they were here to see Lenegis now. Balsif, Cannabelt, Almadria, and Volron. Now that I think of it, aside from Dohalim, we know next to nothing about the other lords.
No, we just kind of killed them without really asking who they were.
Well, yeah, why would we? To us Danans, they were just enemies we needed to overthrow. Nothing more.
I know. But seeing Renans in their own city, going about their day-to-day lives, it gets you thinking.
Alright, but a couple of those were kind of really atrocious, by the way. So, don't know that we want to know these people.
It feels strange to imagine the lords living here too, you mean?
Yeah, a little.
If you're that curious about them, why not try inquiring with some of the locals? Every lord in their household has their share of supporters here on Lenegis. And luckily for us, the people here are unaware of the events on Dana, which means they should be more inclined to talk to us.
Should be. Huh? What does that give me? Why should I do it?
I didn't realize Renans oppressed their own kind, too.
And yet, weirdly, none of them seem to mind. Am I the only one who finds that strange?
It is the way things have always been, so no one thinks to question it. You have experience in that regard yourself, do you not?
Unquestioning acceptance of your own servitude. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Even so, the quality of life here seems much higher than any Danan city we visited. I used to think it was impossible to build an ideal society without wealth. But I suppose having it doesn't always mean people are treated fairly either.
More to the point, not a single citizen seems to have even heard of the Red Woman.
What if she's not here? What if it turns out we're looking in the wrong place entirely?
It's still too early to say anything for sure.
For all we know, she might be able to blend in, move around unnoticed. I say we hold off judgment until we've exhausted every avenue.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Tell me, Dohalim, has that skill of yours got a name?
And what skill would this be, pray tell?
You know, when you're talking to people around town. The way they suddenly become putty in your hands.
I'm afraid I don't quite follow.
I do. It's called friendly intimidation. Look imposing and speak in a deep, booming voice, and presto, you'll have people wrapped around your finger in no time.
I would never stoop to such scandalous tricks. Any feelings of intimidation are solely in the eye of the beholder.
So there is a knack to it! How do you learn it? Can anyone do it?
Now you've got me curious. Is there special training to master?
Let's see. An obsession with being elegant is a must. Oh, and it helps to be old-fashioned, too. Bonus points if you speak in a way no one can understand.
If you've a bone to pick with me, it'd be quicker to just come out and say it.
What? They look up to you, that's all. I'm just helping them along.
Hey! What's got into Alvin and Law all of a sudden?
I can barely understand a word they're saying. And what's with the weird poses? Was it something they ate?
I hope you're willing to take the blame for this one.
I wasn't expecting them to take me so seriously. I'll go and have a word with them.
Okay, that was pretty good. I'll be honest. That was pretty good. You want to know which lord I support? Why? Are you out canvassing for someone? I'm with His Excellency Worldsly Teldilis. Teldilis? You probably know him better as Lord Balsif. I know a lot of people consider him to be a giant brute, believe me. I realize he can be an aggressive man. What those people don't realize is how much he looks after the members of his house. It's fair to say that House Tidalus, sure, doesn't enjoy much esteem. Those of us who serve it would be the first to admit that. But His Excellency always stands up against anyone who would harm us. Of that we can be sure. His efforts to the crown contest aren't only for his family, but to improve the standing of each and every member of his house. I owe so much to His Excellency, and I could never dream of serving any other lord. Well, about that.
Falstaff had it in him to care about someone other than himself? Really?
Really?
It's possible. A change in position can do much to alter one's perspective.
So even he might have had something he wanted to protect.
I mean, probably it's why he fought to become a lord. What? Yeah? Lord Dohalim, you have returned. Ah, and I see you brought your aides with you. Do you remember who I am, my lord? Surely you must, yes? Not only do I support House Ilquaris, my bad, but more specifically his lordship personally. So much so, I've been trying to share my appreciation of his lordship to any who will listen. In fact, I was planning to publish my extensive writings on the subject through this very terminal for all to read and enjoy. But since the lines appear to be cut due to recent tumults, I've been unable to upload them. Oh, I know. Since you're here, I'll read them aloud. There exists a most handsome man, a man who radiates beauty, whose every word, every syllable is divine poetry. He hails from the famed house Ilquaris, and his name, Lord Dohalim. Music is his passion, the arts his great love. The scores of boorish, uncouth men of this land cannot begin to compare to his magnificence. So refined and majestic is his posture, why the mere thought of it brings me to ecstasy. Oh. Once he becomes our sovereign, Rena shall bloom anew, ushering an era of prosperity for our grand civilization. Until that glorious day comes, I shall forever be praying for his victory, morning, noon, and night. Well, what did you think, my lord? I poured my whole heart into it, hoping to capture your essence. Wait, I forgot to mention anything about his lordship's love for collecting things. I must take this time while the lines are down to append it. Only then will my masterpiece be complete. He didn't get to say it.
I guess she intended to spread it throughout all of Lenegis then.
Good thing the lines were down so she couldn't.
It almost sounded like she was praising them too.
Maybe there was more to the guy than at first glance.
I shall refrain from commenting.
Wait, wasn't that... That was about Dohalim, what do you mean? What? Well, I never. To think anyone would try to tear me away from House Velcris. What do you want? Don't tell me you work for Lord Dohalim or that dreadful Lord Almadria, do you? You don't? Well, don't scare me like that. To answer your question, I come from a family that served House Velcris for generations. Indeed, I'm doing all I can to support Lord Ganabelt behind the scenes so that he might emerge victorious. Many think him to be a cruel man, but I insist they are utterly mistaken. Though I won't deny he can be strict, he puts Rena's interests in front and center like no one else. Why, he advocates that rather than stay confined to Lenegis, we should get on with colonizing Dana and expand our horizons. That way, we will become the masters of both worlds and This is great, and overturn our current minority status on Dana's surface. Yeah? Okay, that is why he seeks to become our next sovereign. Tell me, is there a greater, more noble ambition than that? I think not. It is the pursuit of a power for the advancement of all our kind. It is what makes him an exemplary lord, a model above all others. Though I was unable to accompany him myself, my two sons have been blessed with the honor of joining him on the surface. Oh no. As their father, it fills me with endless pride.
Ganabelt was so horrible to people. Yet he was invested in helping Rena succeed. Doesn't that seem just a little inconsistent?
I'm perhaps biased in this matter, I admit. However, in my mind, while all lords vie to become the next sovereign, they're also meant to serve as guardians of all of Rena.
It seems like Ganabelt also had people he cared about until the very end.
So why couldn't he extend that to us Danans?
Well, you heard him.
This area doesn't look as badly damaged as that other district we went through.
Indeed. The effects of Lenegis' transformation appear to be less pronounced here. Or, viewed another way, this area was simply luckier.
Look at her go. Alright, madam.
Pardon me.
This area falls under the sole jurisdiction of House Canaris. Canaris, my bad. I must ask you to depart at once. Surely you don't claim to be ignorant of our famed house, ruled over by the esteemed Lord Almadria. Esteemed? I don't know that I want to use that word. If so, I urge you to listen well. In fact, I bid you to listen carefully, regardless. Have you ever noticed how in the history of Lenegis, only a few women lords have emerged to compete in the crown contest? Many have theories as to why this might be, but Lord Almadria quashed the doubts of any naysayers through sheer might. Oh yeah, she's dead in the ocean. I forgot Volron stabbed her in the back. Or no, in the front. Yeah, he stabbed her through the chest. Anyways. In fact, not only did she usurp her father and previous family master, she also removed her older brother to claim the seat for herself. Yeah? She is a woman who stops at nothing to get what she wants, who gives her enemies nary the slightest opening strike. Opening to strike, my bad. Truly, Lord Almadria is a woman of talent. No one in all of Rena better exemplifies the virtues of our nation's mediocrity. Soon the age of glorious women sovereign reigning over Lenegis shall be upon us at last. I feel like you only support her because it's a woman.
To stoop to any low came from a survival of the fittest worldview.
And some people here not only shared her belief, but championed it as morally right too.
Well,
That doesn't make it true. Too bad they couldn't see through her.
Yeah.
If only. Residential quarter is completely ruined. The roads are a mess. We can't get any power. The info terminals have gone dead too. We can't get in contact with any of our fellow Renans on the ground in Dena. I wonder if the Sovereign's aware of what's going on. Maybe.
Ridiculous.
Okay, chilling. Hi, how are you? Good, how are you? That's how a conversation should start. The fuck's that? How loathsome. Oh, I was just reading about Volron.
Okay.
Can I help you? What? I was always an ardent supporter of Lord Urwagil Hildress myself. Were it not for his sudden death down on the surface, I likely still would be. In my eyes, Lord Urwagil is the true Water Lord. I don't believe for a second that he perished in some accident like they say. I'm doing good, chillin'. As for how Volron runs Ganeth Haros, don't get me started. I hear he enslaves not only Danans, but even his fellow Renans. Oh, whoops. Well, we live in a society is all I got to read of that last one. I pressed A too many times. Besides, just what sort of family line is this House Ignissery of his anyways? I've never heard of it until he came along, which means that they might be among the lowest dregs of society. That such an ignoble lineage could suddenly produce an astral artist capable of ascending to lordship is unheard of. Well. None of it makes any sense, not to mention all of this upheaval around here of late. What is happening to our people? I couldn't tell you, man.
People on Lenegis don't really know much about Volron either.
I remember being quite surprised when the Lord of Ganeth Haros changed so abruptly.
Didn't you have any doubts that something suspicious was going on?
On the contrary. Remember,
I
we
can't move,
Renans
by
are
the way.
raised to accept everything at face value.
That's why.
When you think about it, the families of Renan lords must see them differently than the rest of us.
Yeah, despite the brutality they're known for.
Ooh.
They must have had a lot on their shoulders.
Good things coming to you,
carrying
Fennec. I
all the
like
weight
it.
and
Let's keep going.
responsibilities of Renan society.
I hope the glasses
Renans live
work.
in a world where strength and power
Hey,
determine
Tristan,
their
how's it going?
position in the social hierarchy, so they tend to grow up fiercely competitive. But their loyalty to their people is also strong. It's what brings them together against outside forces, and nothing exemplifies that more than the Lords.
That's what makes them the guardians of all of Rena, so to speak.
Right. It's the same reason Balsif hated my guts, and Ganabelt went after you, because we're threats to Rena.
Guess that makes you an even bigger oddball than we thought.
So, Alphen, have you gained anything from all of this?
Yeah.
Yes, they were horrible people, and I
I
feel
think
nothing.
it's made me realize that the lords were all people, too. Balsif and the others, they all had their own circumstances to deal with as they went through life.
Yeah, but still, just because they had loved ones in their lives doesn't mean...
I know. What they did was horrible. I'm not trying to dispute that. But at the same time, they weren't incomprehensible monsters either. They were individuals, just like the rest of us. So I guess what I'm trying to say is...
You're saying that they weren't bad because they were Renans, or because they were terrible monsters. Even if they did terrible things, they were still just people.
Character growth!
Am I wrong?
No.
Not at all.
Being a Dahnan doesn't make you a good person. And being a Renan doesn't make you a bad one. I
As
think that's something
evident
we've
by a
all
lot
seen.
of the people we've met.
Xion and Dohalim definitely make a good case for it.
And I'm going to keep doing my best to make sure I earn that trust. As a fellow human being above all else.
Let's go! She's so cute now! I love her! Oh, we did things. Yay, okay, now I can move. Alright. 2 things. 1. Fennec, I'm glad to hear it. I hope the glasses actually help. Yeah, makes sense. Still a lot to get before I can do some painting. Oh. Can't wait for more painting. Also, Tristan, take a nap if you need to. Alright. Phone just kicked me for the stream for some reason. Oh, I'm sorry, Tristan. Don't know why it did that. Also, hey, Gore! Quick thing. This lovely pink thing right here, at the end of the last stream, tore my fucking heart out. Using words you've used. So that was fun. Anyway, continuing on. Y'all want to hear me cry? It's on YouTube. Last video of this. The video before this. Yeah. It's at like the end of the last video. Closer to the end. Yeah, no,
There's
she
something I
she
just
said
don't
some things,
get.
man.
What is it?
The crown contest itself has always gone ahead as planned, right? In which case, the current Sovereign of Rena should be whoever it was that won the previous contest.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, who was it then?
Good luck with your practice, buddy.
Hanfricht Milgras, the former Lord of Cislodia, if
Who?
memory serves.
Oh.
So then this Hanfricht whatchamacallem, he's the current ruler of Rena?
The last I heard, yes. Though, admittedly, I haven't actually seen him since the end of the previous contest.
You're saying that ever since becoming Sovereign, he's never actually shown himself on Lenegis?
I guess over Holocom maybe, but not in the flesh. Same thing goes for the Sovereign that came before him.
Now that you mention it, I don't recall anyone ever visiting Lenegis from the motherland, sovereign or otherwise.
And that never struck you as a little bit odd?
Probably not till now.
When you live here, it's as if you're conditioned not to notice all these strange
Yes, Xion
quirks
is
and
literally you,
discrepancies.
Gore.
The question is then, by whom? And to what end?
She is
A new
absolutely
Renis
you.
Alma is supposedly created to coincide with every crown contest.
Go
meaning
back and watch
each
that
victor
video.
is
You'll
awarded their very
you'll
own.
see.
In other words, if that's true, there should be as many of the things out there as there have been contests.
True, but going on what we witnessed in Pelagian, it didn't look like the sort of thing that could be made to order. But if even the victor's speeches have been part of some grand deception, then where are they? Quite frankly, I'm not even sure what to believe anymore.
You and me both. Though we are Renan by blood, neither of us even knew that such a thing as a Dark Master Core existed, remember?
With any luck, the Forbidden Zone might give us some answers.
No use standing around
probably
here
not.
chatting about it then. Let's get a move on.
Alright. Also, ooh, underpainting. That's a term that I can read and have no idea what it is. I can assume what it is, but... Okay.
Doe?
Uh-oh.
Faria.
More pain!
Isn't that the person that Avakir guy was...
Shut up.
But why are you here? Wait. Don't tell me you've given up on the crown contest and come crawling back home from Dana already. Nothing to say? Even though you were willing to kill Tarnigan to secure your position as Lord, you still...
Kill?
I'm here to take care of something. If you wish to continue this conversation, I only ask that you wait until I'm finished.
Oh, of course. You always did prefer to take the coward's way out. Even after 7 years and living on that Dahnan rock, you haven't changed one bit. But let me tell you, I haven't changed either. Not a day's gone by the past 7 years that I haven't hated you.
Good God.
If
find a
killing
hobby.
me will bring you
Fucking
peace,
learn painting.
then so be it.
Calm down.
Dohalim, what the hell are you saying?
First, I have business to take care of. If it's vengeance you seek, I will grant you it. But you must wait. My sins are legion. Let me finish what I came to do. Then you have my word. I will let you do whatever brings you peace.
Sure, that's it. Run away like always.
He
You don't
just
even have the
fucking
courage to
told-
die. No wonder you leave it to someone else. You're just a coward!
And you're petty. What the fuck are you on about? God, she's gonna have some other fucking such shit. Hi, how are you doing? Oh, she's not gonna make it out of there alive. Uh-oh. Hey,
Dohalim.
I apologize that
maybe
you
we
had
go
to
back
witness
and find out.
Is it true? What she said about you killing someone?
Dude, we've killed multiple
Each of
fucking
us
people
have our
along the way. What do you
pasts.
mean?
I am no exception.
Before, back in Menancia, you mentioned having taken a friend's life over the throne. Is that what she meant?
The mistakes I made there were not my first, and may not be my last. I will say no more.
Alright,
Did
point
you
taken.
mean what you said? About letting her take your life if she wanted to?
She has more right to my life than anyone.
But you can't just...
Whatever happens, I have sworn to put an end to the crown contest, and to ensure continued coexistence in Menancia. I have no intention of expiring before I do so. There are far too many questions I still seek answers to. Besides, you have just as much reason to kill me as she does.
Dohalim!
Forgive me. Some things are best left unsaid.
I believe Gore would say, "Love me, a broken man who wants to die." Anyways. Underpainting is when you stain the canvas with an earthy color to avoid any white of the canvas when painting. Oh! More you know. The more you know. Hey, you don't think she's totally fine, eh? Nah, she's probably fine. She's not here. Probably just went home. There's no shot she's alive. There's no shot. She's super fucking dead. Also, she was just standing there the whole time, by the way. I think you missed it. Is this guy T-posing? Oh, no, okay. Just standing weird. What? All good. Okay. All you do is squirt the paint onto the canvas and use a very wet brush to smooth it out. Just as long as you can cover every inch of the canvas, you're good to go when it dries. Ah, nice. Oh. She's fine. She's just sleeping. So it occurred to me that the city looks weird, like the walls and shit, because...
Yeah, this is the last ingredient we need.
Then let's go ahead and prepare it.
The ground is raised. So that's why the walls look all like technological and shit, because that's what happened when it rearranged everything. But, anyway. Is a third 50-minute nap acceptable? Of course it is. Go get some fucking sleep, Tristan. totally okay. Also, thank you for the hydrate, puff chicken stretch as you go through. If you ever decide to get into painting, always get a container of the Master's Brush Cleaner and Preserver. Oh. Ugh. If I ever have the space for painting, or the talent, absolutely. I will keep that in mind. This is just cutscene the journey. Stuff works like a charm, makes paintbrushes last far longer. Oh, nice. All right, but I'm leaving stream for a nap. That's totally okay. Thank you for the lurk while you nap.
It must be some sort of rest and leisure area for the locals.
Yeah, true. I could.
You think? Man, these
I also
Renans
just
sure
don't
know
have the
how to
space
live
for
it
'em.
up, don't they?
Is something the matter, Dohalim?
Before I went down to Dana, my friends and I, we used to gather at this very spot and play music together.
Why is Elfin all the way over there?
Avakir, Faria,
Oh, they're all okay.
and Tarnigan. That was a lifetime ago now.
Tarnigan. He was the one that Faria mentioned, right?
He was once my dearest, closest friend. As well as Faria's betrothed.
Yep.
Despite
Can't tell,
Faria's
but she has a
lower
shocked
class
expression.
upbringing, she possesses a tremendous talent for music. Entranced by her playing, I helped her overcome her sense of inferiority and introduced her to Tarnigan and Avakir. It was a time of great joy. 4 people bound only by their love of music, with no care for social standing. Only the next song, the next melody.
Melody? There's another one?
A friendship based on mutual respect, and a society where everyone is a prisoner to their social class. You really are different, Dohalim.
I suppose it's natural you would see it as strange.
I would have, once. Now, I think the idea of breaking away from society's constraints and choosing your friends based solely on affection is something beautiful that's worth cherishing. Besides, it was that way of looking at the world that laid the foundations for coexistence in Menancia.
She's
Her
so
praise
cute.
does me too great an honor. I was merely following the wishes of my own heart. And even then, it only lasted until the crown contest began. After that, Tarnigan and I became fierce competitors for the position of Lord. Tarnigan had fallen for Faria. By becoming Lord, he aimed to wrest her from her humble origins and raise her to the highest echelons of society. But fate was not so benevolent.
What happened?
Tarnigan was no match for me in combat. On a level playing field, he wouldn't have stood a chance. But he was desperate and low on options, and he couldn't stand the thought of defeat.
You mean he resorted to dirty tactics to try to win, right? But then why does Faria think... Wait, don't tell me she doesn't know.
How could I tell her? Combined with the trauma of losing her beloved, and by her friend's hand, no less, she would have been devastated.
So instead you let her go on hating you, so she could use that hate as a crutch for her grief?
That's not the same as running away, though.
It is exactly the same. Unable to face the loss of my friend and the burden of my duty, instead I decried my fate and looked away from what I'd done. As for what happened after, that you already know.
But if you hadn't become Lord, Menancia wouldn't be what it is now. The Danans there would still be suffering under Renan oppression like before.
Shion's right. What other lord would have treated me as you did? Anyone else and I would have been dead long ago. You've saved so many people, Dohalim. You saved me. It's thanks to you that I'm here today. So, try not to blame yourself. The burden you've placed on your own shoulders is too much for anyone to bear.
Oh. Alright, Fennec, talk to you
Frank
later.
as
Also,
always.
you're right. I could get that, but you're also
But
right. It's pricey.
I shall
and
do
can't
my
afford it.
best to heed your advice.
Hope your back gets nice and you get a nice rest. Bye.
Do you think he'll be all right?
Yeah, I think so. He's got Kisara.
It's important to have someone like that.
It is, isn't it?
I didn't realize how difficult it is just to be there for someone.
It's not that difficult at all.
Sometimes just knowing someone's on your side can be enough. And he knows, Shion. I promise he does.
I hope you're right.
She's so cute. Ah, damn it. Who the fuck is this? Is this the other dude?
Alphen,
Yeah?
I never appreciated until recently just how much you were always there to support me.
It goes both ways. You've helped me keep going more times than I can count.
Maybe, but I still wanted to say thank you.
I see a medic and supply officer over there. If they know you're with
A
me,
what?
they'll likely offer their assistance.
Will they? Do my eyes deceive, or has my shop been blessed with Lord Dohalim and his servants? Is there anything I can help you with, my lord? Oh, nice. That actually worked. Props. Let's sell. Can I? Nope. Okay. Well. I don't... I'm broke. Hey, let's go. Pig. No. Cow. Chicken. More pig. And one sheep. Ooh, friend animals. What? Why? Awakening battle chain bonus. Increase the combat points earned when you win a battle in Awakening Stake. Ooh. Okay. Alright. There we go. Oh, you have things. Mystic Crest. Wait, what the fuck? I don't like the subquest Her Place. That just... concerned about that. Also, I like that she's the foodie of the group.
Hey, look.
Great. Goodness. Okay. Where's this parfait? There it is. Oh. I don't have enough milk. Oh, that looks tasty as hell. Is that a whole ass apple? God damn. That looks so good. Speaking of apples.
That was nothing.
It was a lot, actually. Nice. Alright. Onward! Onward to more cutscenes. I don't know how much fighting will be on this place, but... I really shouldn't have opened my fucking mouth. What am I looking at?
Lenegis soldiers.
Any way we can
They
avoid
look
fighting
dope
them?
as shit.
That all depends on them. Whatever happens, be ready.
Well, so much for them not wanting to fight.
Ho! I am
Well.
Lord Dohalim of Elden Menethia. I command you.
Threats to the city must be erased.
No. Have they been brainwashed too?
Brainwashed or not, if they want to fight, they got one.
I never miss!
Its armor's too strong.
Split it open!
Be my guest.
Shattering the pieces!
Dragon
All right. Yo, this ain't your fucking poor man's fucking. Even fat. God damn.
in an instant. Impact cross.
Going in.
Here's another.
You're mine.
Magic missile.
Incineration wave.
I'll take you all on!
Oh. Okay. Well, she wins.
Flare Demolisher!
There's something so nice about thud when it hits the ground.
How about this?
Those soldiers seem different from the citizens we've come across so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, they weren't big talkers, that's for sure. They just attacked without warning.
They weren't in the least bit fazed by Dohalim's presence either.
Indeed. They seem to recognize us as enemies, nothing more. And yet, traditionally, Lenegis hasn't been high on threats. A few frenzied Zeugles during experiments here and there, but not much else.
Their glazed-over eyes reminded me of the soldiers and slaves we met back in Ganath Haros. The ones in blind devotion to Volron.
I've never seen anything like that here on Lenegis before.
Maybe someone doesn't want us here, and the soldiers are their way of letting us know.
What with the Red Woman, the Sovereign, and Volron, we're starting to develop quite the growing list of adversaries. At least we'll know to keep our wits about us.
Luckily, most of them are dead. So, you know, plus sides. Okay, I gotta go that way, so... Hang on, can I see the map, please? I fucking knew it. Oh! Fun! Hey, do you think he uses his right hand more or his left? I just stared at the ceiling, I apologize. This is, by the way, the reason, if nobody gets why I kind of look up a little bit, Souls games. I don't trust the ceiling in Souls games.
Out of our way!
Vacuum blade! Ignite! Dance!
These ones can run rings around us. Fractal energy! More without
Be
me.
still! You're mine! Slice! Searing gale!
Tiger Blade!
Oh!
Raging cascade!
Here I come! No further! I'm not done!
Blah, blah, blah.
I'm not done!
Sleep now.
Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Incineration wave! I'm not done!
Here!
Here I come! Dazzle! Slice! Searing gale! No escape!
Now!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Oh.
Mirage! Here I come! It's on!
Here!
Take this!
Nice.
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
Ooh, Dark Main 6. Oh. I don't have to fight them. I can just... Oh. Shortcake! A spongy cake filled with cream and strawberries. Harsh punishment awaits anyone who dares steal the strawberry sitting on top.
I won't forgive you!
You got spirit!
Tiger Blade!
Dragon Throw!
So much for talking it out.
Now you'll learn!
Mirage!
No further!
Sleep now.
I'll smash you!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and the pummeling to me.
Inferno crossing!
Mirage! Try this! Inferno turrets!
Yep.
No escape! Eat dirt! Take this! Be still! No escape! Vacuum blaze!
Denied!
How about you just fucking die?
We did it! Now!
Hey.
Everybody okay?
We're all right,
No.
Alvin.
Everybody's terrible.
Those soldiers don't seem to have any qualms about attacking on sight.
Is someone making them stand guard over the Forbidden Zone?
Any chance I could?
Seriously? Is this a joke?
How?
Prepare to be sealed! Try hard, my turn! You're mine! Incineration wave!
This one's mine!
Be still! It's on!
This one's mine!
Charge like
There
that
are
could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Turtle devastation! Coming through!
There you go.
Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
See, now hang on now, cause oh, using separate arts. Oh, okay. Why did you make it that way? Why have you done such a thing? You're a bitch. Anyway.
Ha! Eat them! Dragon Swarm! Explosive ring!
Ready to go! Flaming meteor!
Magic Kazam!
I owe you one.
In the wind! Air throw!
Thanks!
Go
I'm
in!
not...
Into the shadows!
Dragon Swarm! Explosive ring!
I could do without this king.
Switch off! Far enough!
Take this!
Glacial fire!
No escape!
Here, let me help.
Here goes!
Vacuum blaze!
Raging
It's the flame inside me, yours to be let free!
Flaming meteor!
Darn.
Inferno crossing! Look sharp!
Lightning orb!
Incineration wave!
Tiger
I'm
blade!
not done! It's over!
That'll bring you down!
Dance in the wind!
Here I come!
Will this help?
Be still! You're my...
Glacial spear!
Oh my god.
I'm not done!
Raging storm!
Take this! Take this!
Holy crap.
You made me angry! That was a bad idea!
In a bind? I can carve through armor!
Look sharp! Dragon Swarm! One for that! Flaming meteor! Inferno crossing! Crescent moon!
It's on! No escape! Eat dirt! Dazzle!
Glacial punch! Ready to go!
Searing gale!
Look sharp!
Dance in the wind! Air throw! I'll heal you all!
Always looks cool. I'm not sure that it's worth losing all of my health.
Together! Raging storm! Lunar corruption!
Vacuum blade!
Now!
Remote!
There we go.
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Boom.
This should make for some good weapon crafting material.
Hey, is it a dead end over there? Nope, that's the way I gotta go. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Ah.
No choice!
Far enough! How about this?
No escape! You're mine!
Switch back!
I'm not done! You're finished!
In a bind?
Enough!
Here I come!
Two sides come over! Here, let me help.
Ignite!
How about
You're
this?
mine! Dazzle! You're mine!
Lightning condemned!
Soaring Light Spear!
Flaming meteor!
I'm not done! It's over! Thanks!
This one's
Now
mine.
you see what I can do!
Vacuum Blade! Incineration Wave! No escape!
Annihilation!
Dragon Zero!
This ends
There we go.
now!
Consider yourself finished!
Look sharp.
Here's evil!
Oh,
Take this!
Here I come!
just realized my ankle is
You make
fucking
me
killing me.
angry. That was a bad idea.
Searing Gale! We did it! Now! Take this! No escape! Soaring Light Spear! Dragon Swarm! Try this! Explosive Ring! No further! I'm not done! Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Here goes!
Be still! No escape! Slice!
Look sharp.
Void Blast!
Inferno
I'm not
crossing.
done!
Shattering the pieces!
How about this?
Attack time!
I win.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and
Red
shiny mood.
Sage. Ah, she's in a bright and shiny mood. She's so just such a good character. All right, let's use this item. HP plus 100. She's got really low health. Greenwell has really low health. However, I'll give it to Greenwell. Her having more health is a good thing. Hey, any chance you guys suck at the whole grouping thing? You do. Goodbye. Oh. Huh. Well, I got $21,000.
Out of our way!
Oh.
Pain.
Not on my watch! Inferno
In a bind?
Vacuum Blade!
I can't let the hatred consume me! Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
That one did.
Strike!
Hope this Narda ray!
An outstanding.
You're mine! Thanks! Mirage! Astral Arts?
That's my cue!
This one's all... Shut him down! Strike!
Make it right.
In an instant! Impact!
Get fucked!
Will this help?
My turn! Cut! Cut! You're mine!
Art shield!
Dazzle!
Light down
Burn! Lightning thrust!
This is it!
Slice!
Thunder Raging
Damn.
Take this! We did it! Dragon Swarm!
Magic Kazam! Here!
Vacuum Blade!
I forget that every time I kill somebody in a battle, it actually
Nicely
like
done.
increases my stats. I do a lot more damage at the end of a fight. Oh, okay. We're up here now.
This must be it. The entrance to the Forbidden Zone.
But it's just a wall. How do we get through?
Whoa, we? I thought this was Sovereigns only.
Alphen.
Alright. Wait, do I have to actually go solo? If I have to fucking go solo, I'm gonna be so mad. Oh, shit, that actually worked.
Yes! It opened!
Interesting. If Alphen's presence still opens the way, it would seem the Sovereign of 3 centuries ago and now are considered one and the same.
What?
What the?
Oh.
Alphen.
You again.
Hi, how are you?
Tomorrow's the spirit channeling ceremony. We'll finally play our parts as the Sovereign and Maiden. How have you been feeling?
What am I sovereign of? Shuffled from lab to lab, always treated like an experiment. Whenever they look at me, all they see is a Dahnan. I don't even know what their precious ceremony's for, let alone what they're going to force me to do as the Sovereign. Tell me, if we're both in the same boat, why do you seem so calm right now?
No choice. Becoming the Maiden's not something I wanted for myself. But they said Rena's prosperity depended on it. How could I say no after that?
Still, as a Renan, at least you got to decide. Good for you. Meanwhile, I was taken from my homeland. You aren't the captive one here.
It isn't right what they did to you, and I'm sorry for what it's worth. When this is over, I swear I'll help you get home.
Oh no.
I can't do this alone. One more day.
How could I say no to that? It's not like I have any choice in the matter anyway. So, what's your name?
It's Naori. Naori Imaris. Try to remember this time.
You don't act like them. Like the other Renans, I mean. How come you treat me like a person?
Because you are. It's true we come from different worlds. But neither one of us asked to be here right now. In that sense, you and I are much the same. We couldn't do this. We wouldn't be able to talk to each other as people if we didn't see the humanity in each other. So I suppose the question you should be asking is, why wouldn't I treat you like one?
You're not like the others.
Maybe they're not like me.
Here's what we'll do. We give them their damn ceremony. You get me to Dana. That'll be the end of it. I'm taking you at your word on this. I'm trusting you, not them. Naori.
Did y'all all see that, or just Alphen?
What the hell just happened?
That vision. Did everyone else see it too?
That person Alphen was speaking to, she looked exactly like Shion.
It was Naori. Naori Imaris. Isn't that right?
She said her name.
Yeah, that's right.
She really does look like Shion. I'm beginning to see why Alphen was so confused.
That's all very well and fine, but what did we just witness exactly? It was too real to be a mere hallucination.
It was a conversation we had 300 years ago. The night before the ceremony.
You mean all of that really happened? We just saw an episode straight out of your past?
But how is that even possible? Unless... Could this be the Red Woman's handiwork too?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
You guys didn't feel it? The moment the entrance opened, it was like a stream of Dahnan astral energy rushing over us.
I felt it too. And not for the first time either. It was the same sensation as back inside the wedge.
That would make sense. After all, vast amounts of Dana's astral energy were being siphoned and sent up here to Lenegis. For all we know, perhaps we're close to the spot where all that energy was stored.
So you think it might have been the energy itself that was responsible for that vision we just saw? But how? And why?
We have no way of knowing. Maybe it's not even as deliberate as all that.
Shion, you okay?
Yeah. It was all just a little sudden. That's all. So that was my ancestor, huh? It was like looking into a mirror.
Yeah, there certainly is a resemblance.
What about you? How are you holding up?
Me?
Even putting aside the question of where
She's
that
so
vision came from,
cute.
it's likely we'll see
She's
more
so
of those.
cute.
Reliving painful episodes from your past. Do you think you can handle it?
I can't just pretend like the past never happened.
Gore,
Besides,
thank you for the
if it
100
helps
watching
us
stretch.
uncover the
Feel
truth
free.
of what that ceremony really was, it might also lead to answers about your thorns.
Alphen.
That's not all. This whole time, we've been fighting to free Dana from the Renans. But now that we're here, it seems those same Renans might have it just as bad. I'd like to liberate them too if I can. Which is just another reason I can't afford to shield my eyes from the truth.
Whether you're on Dana or somewhere else, you always stay the same. Your indignation and righteous passion, your desire to free and protect, they're all hardwired into you. Not that I'm complaining. Come on, let's bust this thing wide open.
Nobody's here.
Yes!
Stay sharp. After that last illusion, there's no telling what could happen in here.
Oh, well, I'm gonna assume maybe a boss fight. No real reason to think that, but perhaps. Alright, let's save it. I haven't saved since we started, so that's an hour and a half of content that I might not have if something broke. Although there's autosave, so. Gore, watch the video! Tell me it's not you! I think she's mind controlled.
How did you get in here? Wait, something about her isn't right.
Is it the loss of light in her eyes?
What's wrong with her? She doesn't even seem to know where she is.
Yeah, you're right. She looks just like the soldiers we encountered outside.
Well, that's not great. That's perhaps less great. Ah. 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 6 arms, eh?
But that's preposterous. She never had that kind of power when—
We can talk later. Here it comes!
Well,
What?
torrented limbs.
Like that
Ah,
before.
holy crap.
Stone that looks suspiciously like a mastercore.
Where did she get her hands on that?
First we handle the Zugos, then we get some answers.
Their arms were interrupted.
Here's a healing
Be still! Rising Phoenix! Dazzle!
My master energy!
Take this! I'm not done! You're on! It's on! I'm not done!
In the wind! Air drop!
You picked the wrong fight!
Down! You're off!
Oh, dude!
Now you see what I can do!
Here
Here I come!
That's
Take
okay.
this! Be still!
Inferno crossing!
Seal! I'll be saving this one.
Eternal devastation!
Dance in the wind!
Tiger blade!
Healing circle!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Here's a raging
You don't have any more heals, do you?
healing circle!
I owe you one! You're mine!
Radiant here! Going
You do, I just keep running out of them, I'm sorry.
You feel so high.
You should sit this one out.
And miss all the fun. No way.
Healing circle!
Dragon Swarm!
In here!
Try harder! Now! Take this!
I'll be saving. Here's a healing arm!
Take this!
Armor saved him.
Lightning orb! More Inferno crossing! Lunar corruption!
This one's all mine!
Oh my god.
I'm not done!
Annihilation! We pass by the power of flame! More without a trace!
Lion Howl! It's your discharge!
Raging storm! More without a trace!
Eternal devastation!
Let me help! Here's a card! Arctic waterfall!
Be still!
Seal!
I'm not done!
Glacial seal! Here's the evil!
Ignite!
Can we break him at all?
Healing
Eternal devastation! Incineration wave!
Healing circle!
Here I come!
Here just what I... Ow! Lunar corruption!
Try harder! I owe you
All
one.
disasters made one.
Now! Quick healing!
Take it down!
Strike!
Crescent moon!
Slice!
Inferno crossing!
Look shot!
Maximum burn! Here, let me help.
I'll smash you!
Dude.
Come forth and heal Need to pull myself together.
This one's all mine!
On guard!
Burn!
Why won't you fall?
Tiger
Oh.
blade!
Still!
Lion cowl!
Mirage!
Inferno
Be still!
crossing!
Dragon swarm!
Healing eagle sword!
Try this!
Switch to offense!
Explosive ring!
Magna ray!
Dead!
Lightning condemned! Thunderblade! Inferno crossing! Pierce evil!
Vacuum
Do
blade!
it!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider
Okay.
yourself finished!
Time to
Oh.
Dragon swarm! Try this!
switch to offense!
Explosive ring!
It's here! Take this!
It's gonna attack!
Right, watch out! Please now! How about this?
Try harder! My turn!
Now you've gone and ticked me off.
Here!
Burn!
Look sharp!
Try harder! Not a chance!
Healing circle!
Try harder! Take this! Thrust!
I'll take you all on. Ha!
Oh, this is going well.
Sighted! Into the shadow!
Dragon swarm!
More without the Enron! Here!
You're mine!
Dance in the wind! Take it!
No further!
One more!
No escape!
Look sharp!
Vacuum blade!
Tiger
Incineration wave!
Can't this
He went over me somehow, and I'll fucking take it.
Take this!
Flaming meteor!
Take
this!
I owe you one.
Oh,
Lightning
too
thrust!
shy to come over?
Rising phoenix!
Let me help!
Dragon swarm!
By the power of water! Light as turn! Relentless! Here! Arctic waterfall!
Dragon swarm!
Piercing roar!
Dragon swarm!
Finish with the
This one's all mine!
Inferno crossing!
Ignite!
Look sharp!
Dragon swarm! Try this!
Lunar arc!
Explosive ring!
Lion power! Armor won't save you! Ground and
Dazzle!
power!
Here I come! Dragon swarm! Try this!
Healing I'm almost impressed.
How praise comes from you.
I said almost. Don't get carried away.
Take this!
Look sharp!
It's weakened.
Leave the
This
sword
ends
to me!
now!
Ground and power!
Incineration wave! Do it!
I'll heal you all.
Try harder!
Here's a monster pieces. Lightning condemned.
Flaming
Healing
meteor!
thunderblade.
I
It's
owe you
about to
one.
strike.
The flame inside! Look sharp, everyone! Not a chance!
Glacial fire!
Burn!
Shattering us to
Pieces! Attack time!
Take it. House this. Lightning. Downfall. Damn it. Out of their field. Raging cascade. Healing
You're mine! Dazzle! Here I come!
Too shy to come over.
Here, let me help!
Freeze Lancer. By the power of dance in the wind.
Take this!
In here.
Dragon swarm!
Ground
Try
and power!
this! Explosive ring! Time to let it rip!
Burning. I never miss.
There!
More with that.
Incineration wave! Not now, not ever!
Inferno crossing! On guard! Maximum burn!
Here I come! Chill!
There we go.
Ends now.
Consider yourself...
We did it! Get fucked, someone terrifying looking. He wasn't that bad, all things, for his moves and stuff. Not that terrible.
Now it's just her! Faria,
Okay, don't hit her, though.
can you hear me? Faria!
She's preparing another summoning.
The arts she's
But we
casting
can't
is
kill
way
her.
too powerful to control. At this rate, her body won't be able to take much more.
Dohalim!
Forgive me.
Damn. We punching women now, Dohelium?
Man, I thought we were goners.
Everything okay?
Why didn't you
Yes.
shoot it the first time?
She's only unconscious.
Not her. I meant you.
Shion, please, can you treat her?
I can try, but I can't promise she'll be back to her real self when she wakes up. All I can do is heal her physically.
We're
Well,
not even supposed to be in
Physically,
here.
I hit her, so heal her.
Maybe it'd be better if we moved her to somewhere a little safer. Don't you think?
In that case,
I'll take her off your hands.
you? Avakir, what are you doing here?
I was curious what you were up to, so I took the liberty of following you to find out. I overheard what you said about Tarnigan, about how he really died. I'm sorry, I had no idea.
And you believed me? What makes you so sure I wasn't lying?
I like to think I know you a little better than that, Dohalim. Give me some credit.
Aw.
I'll take Faria. Leave her with me. I know better than to ask what you're up to. But whatever it is, I hope it all works out.
Thank you.
He seems
Nice.
like a good friend.
He hasn't changed. He never was one to stand out. Instead, he was always hanging back, worrying about everyone else. As for Faria, it's always the closest to me who get hurt.
You don't seriously blame yourself for what happened to her, do you?
Somebody
Of
got
course
to
he
her,
does.
to strike back at me. Someone who knew me well enough to know that I'd hesitate to fight back. And the same goes for you as well. Neither you nor Faria would have lost loved ones if it wasn't for me.
You're wrong.
Not how that works.
Kelzelik was the one who killed my brother, under orders from Almadria. As for Tarnigan, if it weren't for the crown contest, he'd still be alive. That and the whole damn hierarchy that makes it possible. But that's why we're fighting. To put an end to this whole messed up system that treats people as expendable.
Indeed. Ridding society of this blight is really the only way I know how to atone for my sins.
You can't atone, Dohalim. I know it hurts to hear, but those people are dead. No amount of soul-searching or trying to make amends is going to change that.
Ooh.
Forgiveness, acceptance, those ships have sailed.
So I just forget the harm I caused?
No, the opposite, in fact. You remember, you never forget. You keep it in your heart always. And then you go on living. Not for those already past, but for those still alive.
For those still alive.
Kisara's right. So
Fuck,
long as
man.
we've still got breath in our bodies, we can make a difference in the lives of others. Lives being the operative word.
That's what living's all about. Being able to still make a difference. Punishing yourself for the past won't make the pain of your conscience go away.
Only fixing the problem in its stead. Is that what you're saying?
That's right. You have to live for tomorrow, Dohalim, not for yesterday. And not only that, you need to live for yourself, and for the change that you still can be.
I shall try.
Don't forget, we've still got a mystery to solve. The Forbidden Zone, remember?
Shion,
Huh?
thank you. You have my deepest gratitude for what you did for Faria.
Glad to be of service.
I'm glad
She's
we could
so
save
happy
Faria
now.
without hurting her.
You all
Sorry.
did much for her as well. I'm most grateful.
Oh, shucks. We're on the same team, right? Let's move on.
Yeah, let's do that. Alright, we do have to go this way.
Do you think
Skate time.
Faria was really being controlled by someone?
Certainly seem that way. The question is, who? The Red Woman?
The same person who's behind all of this, I'll bet. Whoever that is.
Brainwashed or otherwise, the feelings of resentment she holds towards me are real.
Someone used her because they knew we'd hold back. If that's not playing dirty, I don't know what is.
It does tell us one thing at least. Someone here in Lenegis is watching us. Someone who means us harm.
There's no question. That attack was meant for us alone.
By someone capable of getting inside a person and manipulating them like a weapon. We need to find whoever it is, fast.
That is the goal. Will we? Tune in next time. Okay.
What is it, Rinwell? Do you hear something again?
Yeah,
Fucking psychopath.
it's that voice.
The will of Dana's astral energy.
No, no, no. No, 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 flashback! I still have a rash from the last one. No! Oh. Oh.
What? There's so much astral energy. But where's it all coming from? It's almost like it's alive.
Wait. Huh? What? Oh. That's not great. What the fuck is going on? Well, that didn't look healthy. That looked quite painful. Anybody else see that
That was
Naori
the
also
spirit
had
channeling
thorns?
ceremony just now. No, it was more than that.
What the hell was that? It felt like everything was on the brink of... like the whole world was seconds from...
Oblivion. It's the same vision as the one my thorns show me. A vision of impenetrable darkness that swallows up us and everything else.
An empty void. A nothing so complete and dominating that there aren't even words to describe it. The end of time.
And yet here's all these descriptor
The
words.
visions of the apocalypse you've been seeing. If I'd known how bad they were,
So, everything we just saw, those were Naori's memories, right?
That's right. It was as if her innermost thoughts were speaking directly to us. At least I know they weren't mine.
That power flowing into her. It reminds me of Shion's thorns. If they're what's responsible for all these visions she's been having, then maybe...
Maybe my thorns are made from that same astral energy?
If that is the case, we just found the missing link between your thorns and what happened here 3 centuries ago. No, more than a link. Perhaps even the very heart of the matter.
I've never felt astral energy so powerful. What was that?
If it's the same energy your thorns are made of, it must be dark astral energy, right? And isn't that something only Renans have?
Correct. Dark astral energy is possessed by Renans alone.
And when enough astral energy gathers together, it develops its own form of sentience. If so, maybe that complete oblivion is exactly what the Renan astral energy's will is wishing for. But why?
I don't know. Will can be a pretty vague thing to nail down. It's more of a feeling. Just like the will of Dana.
But the will of Dana is made up of astral energy too, right? And if that's what's been showing us these visions... I don't know, should we really be getting so involved with this thing?
Dana's will would never want Oblivion.
But you can't say that for sure.
Cut it out, you two. Squabbling over theories will get us nowhere.
Sorry.
Let's keep moving. If it's Dana's will showing us these memories, then I'm as clueless about it as any one of us. But if it could lead us to the truth, then I want to find out more.
Hell yeah.
Shionne's right. All we can do is keep going. If these really are Naori's memories we're watching, there could be truths in them I was never aware of. And I think they may be the kinds of truths I need to confront if we're going to keep fighting.
I'm sorry about what I said earlier. Come on, let's go.
Finally, we begin to understand what the thorns are.
Yes, and their source. A ceremony that occurred 3 centuries ago.
But we still don't know how to get rid of them. I just hope we can find a way.
We will. Don't say I hope. We will. She'll be fine.
That vision we saw. It was as if it was meant specifically for us.
What do you make of it? Do you still think the will of Dana might be involved somehow?
Maybe it's trying to tell us something. But what?
Well, it could be supernatural. You know, like seeing dead people, messages from beyond the grave, ghost-type stuff.
That's your grand theory? That we're being haunted? Come on, Paul.
Wait. He might be closer to the mark than you think. What if a person's thoughts and deeds were to somehow become indelibly etched into the ether of their place? What if those with a connection could then somehow pick up on them?
You think that's what it was? Some kind of message someone left here for us?
I am merely entertaining the possibility. Whether it was Dana's will, or somehow connected to the Sovereign and Maiden's powers, I do not know.
Okay, back up a sec. You're saying that if a place is full of enough astral energy, it can somehow show us events that happened centuries ago?
More to the point, how does that much astral energy gather in one place anyway? Seems unlikely it happened naturally.
Whatever it was, it survived here intact for 300 years. Whoever left it for us, the strength of their intent is beyond doubt.
The strength of their intent.
I just got the best news possible. So we will be looking forward to a special stream coming soon. Alright. Okay. It's auto walking. I'm not slow walking on purpose.
Soon, we might very well learn the truth behind Shionne's thorns, as well as my own past.
Maybe. Tristan, thank you for the hydrate pasta and Sharad, 3.
I have to be ready to face anything. Whatever happens.
Hey Theo! How you doing? The only way is forward.
I'm determined to save Shionne and Dana. Nothing I learn can change that.
Alright, we're at the end of the game. Right? Totally the end of the game. Two things. One, I hope it's not. Two, fuck, something's about to hurt. There's no shot that this goes off without a hitch.
Hold up, you guys.
What is it?
I want to look through that
Come
room
out,
over there.
room.
I'm curious what we'll find.
That's the room you visited in your past, right? Sure. We can check it out.
Sure. How bad could it be? What could we possibly find but memories?
This looks like some kind of research facility.
A laboratory
You nailed it.
secreted away in the Forbidden Zone. Why am I past being surprised at this point?
Looks pretty deserted.
Let's check it out. It might give us a new lead.
Or thousands of new questions without any answers. Skip.
For the people of Lenegis, the Forbidden Zone is the stuff of dreams. Yet here I am, standing within its hallowed halls.
It's off limits even for lords, then? Talk about an exclusive club.
Being exclusive is one thing, but how many important facilities let in only the Sovereign? Doesn't that seem a little strange?
Strange doesn't cover it. If it was only one room, maybe. But a place on this scale? How did they keep it from falling into ruin? Whoever the Sovereign is, they can't manage the upkeep of this whole place themselves.
Did no one ever talk about it when you were growing up?
No, not that I can remember. Then again, Sovereigns and Forbidden Zones weren't exactly breakfast table conversations.
Forbidden Zone is a hallowed place, at one with the Sovereign's authority, grounds of the one true ruler who presides over all Renans. That is what we believe this place to be. No, what we were made to believe it was. But now, it is finally time to discover this area's true purpose, and why it was kept hidden behind the scenes for so long.
Oh shit! Let's go. Is there anything in the back here? I can't even go this way, can I? I can, fuck you! Huh. That doesn't look great. There's no chests or anything in here, so... Here we go.
I think I can make this work.
Oh. Well, that's pleasant.
Well, can you make head or tail of it?
These
surprisingly,
are experiment
only
records,
abdomen.
by the looks of it. Reams of them, dating back hundreds of years. Let's see. A composite being capable of controlling Dahnan astral energy, so as to convert its molecular and elemental makeup. The creation of a governing central figure, taking the form of a Dahnan. Codename Sovereign.
Huh?
Sovereign.
Wait, there's more. Research into utilizing force field crystals for the purpose of stable astral energy containment. That must be the Master Course. With all this raw data, there's bound to be records here somewhere about the Maiden and the Lords, too.
About the lords? Why would they be on there?
Think about it. The Lord's crests are clearly of a piece with those of both the Sovereign and the Maiden. Not to mention the fact that the contenders to the crown are selected from otherwise regular Renan citizens. In other words, it may be that all Renans are unwittingly being made subject to some kind of grand scheme.
What about the Sovereign? Does it say anything else?
Where do I start? All I've read so far is the headlines. There's so much here. To sift through all of it would require specialized... Wait.
What is it? Did you find something?
It's a list of names, with the title, Test Subjects, Sovereign. It's your call.
Read it.
There must be dozens of test subjects listed here. Hundreds even. All of them failures. Wait, I think I found one that was successful. Test subject number 1273. Ethnicity, NA. Unique Adjustment Index, Generation, NA. Given name, Alphen.
Oh shit.
They re-engineered me. Right here in this lab.
Alphen.
It's fine, really. What about the others? Was I the only one?
Test subject number 10105. Ethnicity, NA. Unique Adjustment Index Generation NA. Given name, Volron.
Volron? But that means...
He's only sovereign because someone made him that way too.
I can't see the fucking law, please.
He's the last one.
Get in frame.
In 3 centuries worth of records, you and Volron are the only 2 subjects on whom the experiment was a success.
Why?
But what about the winners of the crown contest? Does this mean that none of them
So
were
yeah,
ever
Tristan, don't feel
crowned
bad about
sovereign
it.
after all?
You need rest sometimes, man. You gotta sleep.
Upon
Also,
victory,
I'm glad you're seeing a lot of cool
sovereign
stuff.
shall return to Rena and rule over Rena and Lennox combined. When a new sovereign is decided, the outgoing monarch shall relinquish their post and live out the rest of their days on Rena. So we were told. But according to these records, there have only ever been 2 sovereigns, neither of whom had anything to do with the crown contest. It's all lies, including the part about the sovereign residing in Rena. The crown contest was never about deciding a new ruler. It must always have been devised for some other purpose.
Siphoning energy to make new sovereigns?
But even supposing that's true, someone must have been in charge for the past 3 centuries, right? If it wasn't the sovereign, then who was it?
Crown contests have been held this whole time, in spite of the fact that there was already a sovereign. Me. Meaning that for the past 300 years, someone out there has to have been maintaining that lie. The same person I'm willing to bet is behind all this.
The Red Woman?
Look under your chair! Oh, right.
It's possible. But that doesn't necessarily mean she's the mastermind behind this scheme.
No, you're fine. Just bear with it. I'm gonna reset it
She
in a
could
sec.
be working for someone else. Someone back...
Either way, it's fair to say she's definitely involved somehow.
What about the data records? Is there
There's
no...
no other
that I
information
can
that could
see.
help us. Not that I see. Just
there's
file of
nothing here about who's
experiments.
behind all this. Or I've
Endgame,
barely
unfortunately.
managed to scratch the surface, mind you. You won't be...
I'll do that.
Take a look. I'll do it. Okay, cool. Dope. I need to reset the game because every couple hours, the game audio in cutscenes just breaks. So, yeah. I don't want to bear with it. I couldn't win against a bear. I'll deal with it, though, because I like pickles. Anyway, yeah. Alright, one sec. I gotta literally close the game and then reopen it.
So this is...
Just to be sure I saved it, right? Yeah, okay.
Where...
So, 1 second. Be right back. You know, I really hate... I forgot about that. It's literally like an hour and 45 minutes in. The cutscene audio starts to crackle. It's so... it's so frustrating. And I don't know why it does that. Like, literally not a clue. I don't think I've had any other game do that. Even streaming through the Xbox, I don't think any other game that I've streamed has done that. But, more to the point, Tristan, get some sleep if you need it. Rest is important. And outdoing yourself through stress and being tired and shit is going to run you down faster than anything else in the world. So, get some rest if you need it. Theo, thanks for stopping by. I hope you're doing good. And Luella, how you doing? You back to Xbox? Yeah, I have to stream. I started streaming this game through Xbox, so I have to stream it through Xbox still. This is the only game that I'm currently streaming through Xbox. I think everything else that I have streaming right now is through PC. And I could put this one through... No, stop, sad! So I could put this one through the capture card, but it looks bad. So... Anyways, I hope you're doing good.
Something
Yeah,
feels
you're doing
odd
good.
here. Be on your guard.
I refuse. Terrible vibes. I'm also doing good. I'm doing very good. I decided to stream way earlier than usual. On the simple reason that I was like, I want to stream today, and I want it to be like now. So, so I literally started a stream because I felt like it, and it's like way earlier than I planned. Anyway, hey, let's watch this skit.
Only 2 sovereigns. in over 300 years. So why has the experiment only succeeded twice in all this time? And if that's the case, why keep on doing it? Was there really no other way? Or could there be some other reason?
Dohalim.
Oh, sorry.
Forgive me.
Alphen.
Perfect way to start streaming.
I'm just a little shaken, that's all. I knew what I was already, so it's not like it's a surprise or anything. But it's strange.
Schedules
I've
are
got
too
all
much
this rage
pressure.
inside
Yeah,
of me, but I don't even know who it's for.
it's true.
I'm scared that I'll put a face to it, just to have someone to blame.
If that were to happen, then No. Then we'd help you fight it, before you ever got that far. Wouldn't we, everyone?
Yeah, we wouldn't just sit by and watch you spiral out of control.
That's right. No good can come from being
Rinwell,
consumed by
I like you
hatred.
now.
If you ever start to lose your way, you can count on us to guide you back. To remind you where home is.
And I would be
I don't know
happy
why,
to
but
lend
she
an
really
attentive
reminds me
ear
of Yuri.
should you ever have need.
Thank you, everyone.
Ugh.
I think I'll be okay now.
Ugh. Anime noises. All right. Do we have another skit? Are you gonna pop one on me again? No. Okay. Good. No, it's not like I was pressured to like not start the stream, but I was just like, I got nothing else going on today. I don't have like a lot of like plans for the day. So far as I know, I'm not going to be interrupted by anything. Fuck it. I'll just stream just now. And I was really wanting to play Tales because the last stream was emotionally crushing. So I was like, maybe this one will be happy. Who knows? Alright. Oh, wait, did I pick up any fucking... No, okay. Alright, where am I? Can I... Oh, can I look at all these? Oh, we're gonna have to. Select a topic to explore. The Maiden. The Maiden acts as Sovereign's support mechanism for the spirit channeling ceremony. Each one is granted level 2 authority and ID crest. A Renan subject serves its functions, providing the Sovereign with supplemental dark astral it lacks in tandem with a Renis Alma. Oh. You don't think you could do schedules, Tristan? Why not? They're not terrible. Just give them like a loose base. Don't even put a time on them. Just say like, these are the games that you're playing this week, kind of thing. It helps if you're playing more than one game. Then it's more for you than anybody else, but it also does let people know like what to expect. In case like, if some people don't want to watch me play Tales, and they're like, I don't want to watch play Tales, but Phasmo on Saturday sounds super dope, so I'm going to tune in for that, kind of thing. That's why I do it, specifically. Kind of like a shout out to let people know what's going on. Also, I laughed at it. I don't think I mentioned it, but please don't call it girl bossing, Theo. Anyway, during the ceremony is partly responsible for the astral energy conversion, as well as maintaining stability over the Sovereign's own powers. Additionally, the degree of intimacy between it and the Sovereign has been observed to positively impact the level of stability in both subjects. Because of this, trial activations of the Sovereign without the Maiden present are expressly forbidden. Furthermore, neither the Sovereign nor the Maiden are to be informed about the details of the spirit channeling plan. Addendum 1. Mental instability in the Maiden has been deemed the cause of the past Sovereign's rampancy. Countermeasures must be considered. Addendum 2. In line with plan adjustments, the current subject will have its Maiden's registration revoked and return to its original household. Select topic to explore. I don't know that I want to know anymore, I'll be honest. Sounds terrible. Girl boss, gatekeep, and gaslight me. Can I gaslight everybody into thinking I'm really kind and generous? Yes, the answer is yes. Alright. I have a feeling I've said that in the chat full of people that will disagree. Who knows? The Sovereign acts as Lenegus's central control device for the spirit channeling ceremony. Each one is granted level 2 ID crest. Danan's subject serves as base of its creation. In theory, ideal candidates possess equal affinity for every astral element. What? However, such aptitude is statistically rare to uncover within real-world conditions. As a result, most subjects die during the adjustment period, and stability is still not guaranteed for those who survive it. Lovely. You already have, though? What? I agree, you are kind. Oh, you call me a... To be fair, Theo, That's me being kind to you. I understand you're a masochist, so I give you what you want. This instability, coupled with the Sovereign's powers of astral manipulation, pose a high risk to the security of Lenegis if left unchecked. As such, stabilization measures must be put in place via the support mechanism when utilizing the Sovereign and Spirit Channeling Ceremony. Addendum 1. No effective alternate methods to perform the ceremony have been found. Trials on Danon subjects are authorized to continue. Addendum 2. Unit 2 adjustments are a success. Subsequent adjustments are to be put on hold while extended observation takes place. Okay. No insults up. Well, that's not, I'm gonna go fucking eat lunch. I'm sorry, yeah. It's always so funny. I'm sorry. By the way, Luella, Theo's a masochist. Anyway, have fun with that. Alright, what's next? Also enjoy lunch. Oh, fuck. There's so much reading. Master cores are instruments of power containing astral energy that belongs to one of the 6 elements. 5 of these master cores, those with earth, water, fire, wind, and light, are loaned to the Renan lords at the time of the crown contest. Who the fuck had the light core? What? Who had the light core? Oh, it was fucking Balsif, or whatever his name was. Yeah, okay, so Earth is Doalium, water was Valoran, fire was the big guy, but Xion stole it. Wind was Almedria, and light was the guy who killed Law's father. I think it's like Balsif or something. Interesting. You're losing the tail? Who's to say I have one? Huh? How do you know? How do you not know? Who's to say? Who can confirm and or deny? I feel like I could use another nap, but is it really worth giving in to depression nap for 4th time? Tristan, it's not a depression nap. You're overtired and you need rest. Sleep. Don't even take a nap. Sleep. Literally spend today sleeping. It'll help. You literally said you've been up for like way too fucking long. Exactly. It's your body's way of saying it needs rest. And for you, it's screaming it quite loudly. So get some rest. It's okay. It's okay. Nobody's judging you for it. Nobody's saying anything. Everybody's saying, take some rest. Because it's important. Alright. Only the Dark Master Core is maintained inside the Forbidden Zone until the Renis Alma is ready to be reformed. Its existence kept top secret. Well, that's why we didn't know. Underneath the Master Core's spherical outer layer is a force field crystal used for the purpose of astral energy containment and stabilization. Inside the force field, astral energy is stored in a dormant state. For the duration of their tenure, each lord competes in a crown contest to amass their allotted type of astral energy. In the event of an emergency, each lord may be allowed to withdraw from their respective stock of astral energy as necessary. However, the extent allowed is determined based on their own individual strength. Well, fair enough. Sleep a lot, water for the body, make sure you get a semi-proper meal, take proper breaks so your body doesn't scream at you. Yeah. I'm going to have to bolt for a bit, but I'll be back later. Oh! Bye, Luella! Thanks for stopping by, though! I hope whatever you're doing goes well. Bye! Addendum 1, design flaws have been discovered in how the Renis Alma materializes. Be advised that active master cores may resonate within the other master cores located in close proximity and become unstable. Oh, that's fun sounding. Addendum 2, due to a successful regeneration of the Renis Alma, master cores will cease to be deployed and the crown contest will be permanently halted. What? Was that addendum recent? When was that addendum done? Spirit cores are end terminals used for the collection of astral energy. When embedded in biological subject, it establishes its connection throughout the body. Sorry. Oh, my body's not screaming at me, but my brain sure is in a different way. Tristan, I do understand it, but definitely, like, sleep will help. Pushing yourself past overtiredness and exertion like that is not great. Or exhaustion, my bad. And that goes for you too, YouTube. If you're seeing this right now, take a drink of water, and if you need sleep, get some sleep. And I hope you sleep well. I'm staring at my screen right now, and I hope you can feel my eyes on you telling you to go to sleep, and it's okay. You've done enough. Get some rest. Did you say no and tell me to drink water? Chilling? I will, but not because of the redeem. Because I want to. To be fair, I wasn't drinking a lot of water, but recently I have started drinking, like, a lot more water. Well, the last, like, week, I would say. Sir, I'll come tuck you in, bitch. I'll give you a kiss on the forehead, bitch. I'll make you super when you wake up, sweetie. Wait, why wasn't there a bitch at the end of that? Ugh, okay. This connection is used to amass astral energy generated from physical activity, which is then emitted from the host body itself. Because this emitted energy is prone to diffuse, the host must be placed within range of a spirit vessel for the energy to be collected. This means that Danans must be employed to harvest the astral energy for the purpose of the crown contest. Given the difficulty in producing them, it is advised that the spirit cores be retrieved from host bodies and reused upon their death. Spirit cores can also be embedded in Zeagles to control them via astral arts. Addendum. Increased physical load on a host body tends to produce increased astral energy emissions. Fuck's sakes. Did that literally just say, if we physically stress them out, we can harvest more energy? That's fucked. Also, please, I don't deserve that. You absolutely deserve that. Don't say you don't deserve. We don't use the D word in this chat of deserve and don't next to each other. You deserve it. I don't care who you are. You deserve happiness and you deserve a good time. You deserve rest. You deserve kindness and people next to you telling you that you're important. So that's what you deserve. As a human being, that's what you deserve. Anyway. Final confirmation of the ideal workload to impose on host bodies without inducing death for maximum astral energy yields is still pending. Dope. Bitch, you deserve the world. See? Oh, wow. We're reading all of this today, stream, so buckle in. Lords. Each crown contest, 5 of the best qualified members of the Renan populace are chosen to act as lords. Vying to serve as the next sovereign, during their tenure they are granted level 3 authority, as well as one of the 5 elemental realms to administer, and its corresponding master core. They are also assigned an ID crest indicating their designated element. The selection process is based only on astral artistry and physical and mental aptitude. Other variables such as age have no bearing whatsoever. Because only the strongest go on to become lords, the position itself does not inherently make an individual any stronger. It should be noted, however, that the lords are not the only individuals capable of drawing out a Master Core's powers. All Renans must take part in the selection process, and acceptance of the position is mandatory. It is not allowed for those deemed suitable to decline. Furthermore, in the event that an acting lord is incapacitated and can no longer serve in their position, a replacement must be quickly prepared. Well, shit. I'm gonna go fucking conquer it for you buckling in. Wait, why are we on a roller coaster now? No reason. Just don't worry about it. Put your hands in the air. The following is a report on the second successful case of the Sovereign Test Subject Experimentation. Test Subject Number 10105, given name Volron, Generation NA, Unique Adjustment Index, Ethnicity NA. Although the subject possesses high latent potential, like the subject, or the subject, that would make more sense. It exhibits significant mental instability along with a strong distaste for following orders. As such, the risks it poses surpass even those of the last successful subject, itself a failure, and is therefore under consideration for disposal. Addendum. This is the first successful case in 300 years. Previously mentioned risk factors are now mitigated due to the established control protocols. The subject is to be evaluated under the assumption that Plan 2 will proceed and will be dispatched to Dana under the guise of serving as a lord. Select topic to explore. Time for the other two, let's go! Wait, has that always done that? Fuck me, really? It's fine, I didn't. I'm smart. Sedative mask? Brainwashing? Alright. Sedative. Sedative? What? I feel like I'm saying that wrong. I don't think I am. A device covering the wearer's whole face that restricts their mental activity. It was developed for the purpose of pacifying prisoners. Was that the iron mask that I had on? Fuck, alright. Medical applications are also recognized, particularly as a means of preventing patients from sustaining mental trauma. However, doing so is not recommended, as prolonged use of the device carries the risk of inducing a number of adverse side effects. Yeah, like what? Memory loss? Addendum. Due to the loss of prediction facilities incurred from the partial destruction of Lenegis, additional devices will no longer be manufactured. Well, that was an easy one. After receiving reports of a robust new form of rule emerging in Dana's water system, a study was commissioned to investigate the matter in depth. This system is unique in that it elevates only the Lord as the supreme authority while relegating both Renans and Danans alike to enslavement. Test subject 10105 serves as the realm's current lord, and has achieved this without the use of special powers, drugs, or special devices. Rather, it has been done by sheer governance. Given this method's effectiveness at population control, monitoring of the situation will continue. Addendum 1. Collapse of cognitive facilities via extreme mental repression rooted in violence and fear has proven to be the key of this style of rule. Once a subject loses its autonomy, they become desensitized to fear and subsequently cease to prioritize even their own personal safety. Though such a state is ill-suited for commanding officers, it remains an effective way to cultivate disposable infantry and slaves for manual labor. Addendum 2. Shall try and find food, but I still feel tired after. I will then go and actually sleep. Good. Good to hear it. I hope food is good. Soldiers in Lenegis who have undergone this treatment will be asked to secure classified sectors as a trial. The results will be monitored. Okay. Theo, the sweetest masochist. Aww. Lenegis. A large-scale astral energy converter that primarily converts the elemental composition of Dana's astral energy and transmits it to Rena. Activation and control of astral energy conversion is achieved by placing the Sovereign, Maiden, and Rena's Alma within the central core of Lenegis. It is comprised of a classified and essential... It is comprised of classified... What? It is comprised of classified and essential personnel residence zones around a large conduit. I don't think they meant for that to be there. I think it is comprised of classified and essential personnel residence zones around a large conduit, along with a defensive layer surrounding them. This outer layer is deployed upon activation, unlocking the central conduit while simultaneously functioning as a stabilization mechanism. Due to its design, deployment of the outer layer is expected to cause damage to the residential zones. However, because that only takes place during the final stage of the spirit channeling ceremony, no contingency plan to address said damage is needed. Till that phase, Lenegis serves as a central base of operations for management and execution of the Crown Contest on Dana. Warning: any personnel with level 3 authority or lower is strictly forbidden from the classified zone. Any violators will be immediately executed. Lovely. A massive spirit vessel placed... A detachable harvester. Okay. Massive spirit vessel placed on Dana for the spirit channeling ceremony. It serves as the tip of Lenegis' conduit from which it separates. Upon landing in Danan waters, it extends 2 sets of conducting pathways. The vertical pathways connect to the center of Dana. Meanwhile, the horizontal pathways proceed to envelop the entire surface of Dana. Once activated, it links to the biological spirit vessels placed in each realm, efficiently harvesting the planet's astral energy en masse. The accumulated, en masse I think it is. The accumulated energy is then transmitted to Rena via Lenegis. Because construction and adjustment take place in the Forbidden Zone's regulated area, Lenegis' outer layer must be deployed prior to launch. Intended to function semi-autonomously, only maintenance personnel are expected to manually interface with it when necessary. No other personnel is required for it to function. Addendum 1. Detachable Harvester 1 was lost on Denna after exploding due to a rapidity exhibited by the Sovereign. Addendum 2. Detachable Harvester's 2 landing point will remain the same as that of the previous model. This is due to the explosion of the previous model, which altered the planetary topography, enabling easy connection with the center of Denna. Oh, fuck, they have a second spike? God damn it. Alright, we're finally done reading all of that. Holy shit, that was an info dump if I have ever seen one. Lot going on. Alright. Onward and upward. Maybe. Hey, we gonna walk past your room? Fuck! No! No, the rash still hasn't gone away!
Naori, I...
Don't talk. I have to do this. I gave you my word that I'd help you return to Danna. The next time you open your eyes, you'll be home.
But you...
My place is here with my people. I still have a duty to fulfill.
Right!
I'm sorry for what you've endured. Rena never should have dragged you into this. It's not your burden to bear.
But...
The mask contains a sedative. It should keep your mind from tearing itself apart any further. Let yourself go to sleep.
I refuse. If I go to
This
sleep,
should
I'll never
help
see
with
you
the
again. Stop pushing buttons. I want to see you more.
Time
Also,
to
you
go,
can see through the
Alphen.
mask?
Farewell.
Oh, fuck.
Naori...
His injuries are worse
Yeah.
than I thought. Short-term treatment isn't going to cut it. I'll have to switch the healing pod to long-term hibernation mode.
Ooh.
The chance of surviving hibernation's less than 10%? And worse,
Well.
long-term use of the mask carries a high risk of damaging his mind and nervous system. But... If I don't head back, Lenegis will be nothing but ashes. And this starship along with it.
Oh, they're playing this music in the background.
I
Fuck
don't
off.
know if I can fulfill my promise to you.
This is Dark
Alphen.
Souls music.
But if doing this will grant you even the slightest chance, I have to try.
Also, yeah, I went live earlier just
I
because
hope it's enough.
I was itching to stream, so I was like, fuck it, I'll just stream.
Please, live for me, Alphen.
Oh. Oh. Yeah. Oh, we're fine, okay. Oh god, we're back with these people. They're gonna make my heart hurt.
That vision. It must have been from when Naori helped Alphen escape Lenegis.
She sure went above and beyond the call of duty.
Even with Lenegis crumbling down around her, she chose to stay put with her people.
So that's why you lost your memories and sense of pain, and why you were asleep for that whole time. It was all the result of one agonizing decision Naori made to save your life.
Stop.
Yeah. If it weren't for her, I wouldn't even be alive today. I owe her everything. More than I could ever hope to repay.
Your sleep schedule is gonna be fucked up? Right!
Now that you know how she felt,
Now it's not. Now you can
how
get
do you
good
plan
sleep.
on honoring her wishes?
She kept her
She
promise.
said live.
If the
I'll
Renan
keep mine.
people she fought so desperately to protect are at risk from a malevolent force, then I owe it to her to carry on her fight. Naori was the one who put that mask on me. and
Let's
made me the
go!
Renan mask.
She did it to prevent your soul from tearing itself apart. She knew you might lose your memories and sense of pain as a result. But more than anything, she wanted you to survive. And you did.
There's more to read, folks! There's more to read! See, lots of numbers. Looks like logs of alignment between subjects and Lenegis proper. Oh, good look. A notice. This area will be now shut down as the project proceeds to the final phase. Well, do you have something to say as well? No? Okay. Any of you? Any? No? Okay. Alright. My old room. My old... Oh, there was a chest in here the whole time? Life bottles. Sure. No! A room unchanged over 3 centuries. It's like time itself has stopped in here. Just like me. Miko reading stream. Awesome. Well, at some point, probably. This game has been major text heavy, so you've been getting a lot of me reading. Which is horrible, mind you, because dyslexia and ADHD and many other things. I can't focus on reading very, like, out loud very well, so it's been going quite well. Zephyr was his name. I forgot the name of Law's father, and I feel really bad, but his name is Zephyr. Oh. I see you again. Hey, just in case, let's use like a simple little gel. Alright, just in case. Oh, we're good, okay. Why is the room red? Heavy treat! Heavy treat! Show me what you got. Is there nothing in here? At all? Nothing? Fuck, alright. This way it is. Oh, it looks so... Fuck.
This
yeah?
place. We've seen this in one of Naori's memories.
This looks way different for the flashback, by the way. It wasn't gooey like this when
After
Alfred remembered it the
300
first time.
years, this is where it was held. The spirit.
Or it was, and it was just really dark.
This is where the Renis Alma was.
So this is
Yeah,
the place
that's
where
the
you
joke.
and Maori...
The
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Renis
players
Alma
don't
isn't
read their
here
own
now,
cards.
Nor is
That's
the
the
Red
joke.
Woman, it seems.
I know it's difficult, Alphen, but there will be time to dwell on the past later. For now, we need to keep moving. Come on.
The fuck you mean dwell on the past? We're here because we're going forward. It's the only way to go forward. Oh, that's interesting.
Naori.
Huh?
What is this? Is it the work of Dana's will again?
Why do I feel like Dana is...
It's been a year
Naori?
since the ceremony. That day, I shut away inside of myself the power that caused Alphen to lose control. Since then, my visions of the future have grown more and more fearsome.
Is this another memory? No, it's different this time. It's like she's speaking directly to us.
Yeah, I don't know why it's gooey either. It's a weird room.
What we did back then. Not so much as a day passes when I don't think about it. About what was done to us. All in the name
really
of a
looks like Shuyan.
ceremony. The purpose of which we were never even told. As Sovereign, they linked Alphen's consciousness to Lenegis itself. The Renis Alma was intended to control his power, lest anything should slip through its cracks. That day,
Sorry, what?
as Maiden, my role was to temper his power. I was meant to guide it forth, and give shape to the strength inside of him.
Linked to Lenegis itself? But then, everything that's been happening...
Luella, welcome back. We're in the
But
void.
that power showed me a vision. A vision
Look how
of
pretty she is.
oblivion. When I realized that vision was a prophecy of the apocalypse we were about to unleash, I couldn't go through with it. But without a maiden, the ceremony was doomed. Alphen lashed out, his consciousness no longer his own. I did what I could.
Also, welcome back.
Using my abilities as the Maiden, I tried to seal that power away inside of me. But it was too late. Lenegis had already been brought to its knees. Thousands upon thousands of lives so cruelly snuffed out. All because of me. Because of what I had done.
And this game likes to have characters blame themselves for, like, shit they can't control.
With the destructive force now slumbering inside of me, I knew I had to find a way to dispose of it. Anything to make up for my failure. But I didn't know how. Especially since that power was astral energy itself. In which case, ironically enough, the Renis Alma seemed to be my best bet. That, at least, would hold the astral energy dormant. Assuming that no malevolent third party got to it first. With the Sovereign and Maiden's combined power, perhaps I could shift the chaotic energy inside me into the Renis Alma instead. That's what I hoped.
I don't like where this is going.
But, alas, it was not to be. The Renis Alma was lost. And Alphen, the Sovereign, was in a starship bound for Dana. My only choice was to seal away the destructive force inside of me using my powers as the Maiden, to buy the world what little time I could. The time needed for a new Renis Alma to be crafted, and for a new Sovereign to appear. Even if by doing so, it meant I would be passing the curse onto my descendants as well.
Well, that's where that comes from.
Please,
Oh
forgive
my
me.
god, she's a Jin Cherokee.
I never meant to burden the future world with this threat too. I only wish that there was something more I could have done.
Wait, you can't just...
Hey! You haven't answered any of the questions! Okay. She answered one. We know where the thorns come from. Great.
Naori.
That message just now, was it directly from Naori? Or was it the Danan voice speaking through her?
Take a guess, man. Take a whack at it. You tell me. I don't know. Why the Naruto reference? No reason. Fucking excuse you? What?
What?
Thank you. What the fuck?
These are the clothes that Naori and I wore during the ceremony 3 centuries ago.
So you're saying this is the Maiden's outfit?
That's right. These clothes are designed to resonate with the Sovereign and Maiden's abilities. They focus and enhance them.
And they appeared now because...
Naori must have left them here for the new Sovereign and Maiden, knowing the day would come when they would need them in their fight against the Thorns.
These outfits are directly linked to the answers we've been chasing this whole time. If they're here,
There's magically
it
appear
must
clothes
mean
on
it
them
was
for no
Naori's
reason.
will for us to find those answers as well.
Locating the Renis
I
Alma
forget
would allow us
Shion
to
doesn't wear
neutralize the
glasses
dark
as her
astral
character.
energy
It
inside
looks so
Shion,
perfect on her.
thereby silencing her thorns. Is that what Naori's suggesting?
It makes sense. After all, Master Cores and Spirit Vessels are both able to prevent the astral energy inside
Also,
them
welcome
from
back,
developing
Theo.
sentience.
Sorry your fingers
By
are
that
burnt.
logic, it would stand to reason that the Renis Alma would have the same ability on a larger scale.
We have a Maiden and Sovereign. Now all we need is the Renis Alma, and we'll finally be able to free you of your thorns. Shion.
It's possible?
Why do he look left and right?
You really think so?
I do.
Or right
We
and
can
left?
rid you of your thorns and stop the world from falling to oblivion.
Oh.
However, the spirit channeling ceremony already failed once. Even if our goal is different this time, we can't be sure the same thing won't happen again. We should take care not to be too optimistic.
You're right. It's the barest sliver of a chance. But if there's even the slightest hope it can work, I'm willing to stake everything I've got on it.
Fair. I'd do the same.
I know it's too early to let myself feel relieved, but I just can't seem to help it. Just hearing there's the slightest chance, even though I know the world's still in great peril. It's selfish of me, I know, but still.
No, it isn't. You found hope to believe in. It'd be strange if you weren't over the moon about it.
Rinwell's right. We can rid you of your curse and still save the world at the same time.
Ow.
Thank you.
Ow.
Naori entrusted us with the fate of
Oh,
all
especially
humanity.
after the last stream, goddamn.
Now, it's up to us to prove that trust was well placed.
Starting with a little game called Hunt the Rennis Alma.
Yeah, we've come all this way. Now we just need to search Lenegis and Rena until we
Thank
find
you,
it.
Gore. I
Yeah,
will hydrate.
we can protect the world and save Shion at the same time.
I too shall lend my services. My knowledge of Renan lore is bound to be a useful asset.
And they say modesty is dead.
Miracles just seem to follow wherever you go, huh?
You mean Law?
How do you know it's me
Law
you're
is
following?
Meliodas.
We're all in this together, Shion. You included. Now let's get moving, shall we? Last I heard, we had an apocalypse to stop.
Yeah! Also, pain! Fuck you, game.
Naori.
Stop! I get it. It's sad. Move on.
So Naori sealed away the power that made me lose control of myself. She stopped my rampage and saved my life. But then, that power she'd sealed away was passed down to you. I'm so sorry, Shion. It's my fault that you're cursed.
You're wrong.
See what I mean? They blame themselves
What
a lot.
happened to you was because of the ceremony and Naori's attempt to stop Oblivion. You paid a heavy price for it, and then fell asleep for 300 years. The reason you lost your
Good sleep.
memories.
Is the reason for your curse.
The thorns.
It all leads back to them. But once they're gone, we can finally put an end to all this.
When my thorns are gone, I never dared to dream that such a thing could be possible. No, the truth is, I think maybe
'Cause you need
I've
to
always
sleep.
been dreaming about a life without my thorns. The touch of my family, or playing with my friends, holding hands with Rinwell, or giving Law a deserved smack, embracing everyone. All the normal things that people do together. I always wished I could experience them for myself, and finally know what they were like. Is it really okay for me to believe it can happen? I'm so scared of getting my hopes up. What if it doesn't work out in the end, and...
That's not going to happen. I'm here to make sure it won't. Forget fate or destiny or anything else. We're going to live a normal life.
Gee, Gore, who does that
There are
sound
a
like?
lot of things you still want to do, right?
Yeah, you're right. It's such a strange feeling. I know that we've still got plenty of fighting up ahead, and it's for my sake, so I can live.
You're worth fighting for.
I believe you, Alphen.
Good. I'll keep on fighting. For as long as it takes. Until our future
Yep.
is finally in our hands.
Fair. Cool. Thanks, man. So, question. Do you just like hurting me, or is it just, like, is it fun for you? Like, what the fuck? God damn, dude. Ah, okay. Oh, she finally has to heal all. I just looked over and all that. Look at you. How can you be so aggressively sweet? Oh, restore CP at the end of battle when effects for cooking are active. Restores by how much? Like fully? I got food now. Country fried steak, biscuits, eggs, hash browns, and sausage gravy. Like, sausage gravy is like the flavor of the gravy, or like sausage and gravy? I assume there's a comma there, but I also shouldn't, because you never know. Alright, well. The latest member in a 300-year-long line of maidens. Shionne intends to use her powers to confront the destruction looming over Dana. Fuck! Okay, we're fine. The sausage gravy is a gravy. Oh, okay. The more you know. Sword given to the chosen sovereign that draws out all of the latent powers to carry out the spirit channeling ceremony. Ceremonial garb given to the chosen sovereign, granting them the endurance to withstand the immense power of the spirit channeling ceremony. Ceremonial garb given to the chosen maiden, capable of interfering with astral energy. It's worn to contain the sovereign's power. Hang on. Fucking... Oh god! The fucking screen is so cool! Ah! Look at this fucking pause screen. Look at my fucking team! Look at this shit! I love this. This looks so fucking good. Can I change... I can, okay. Because that still needs to be a thing. That fucking outfit is dope as hell. No, I'm sorry. Sorry, Gore. Definitely doing that. We be calling them the squad yet? Oh yeah, absolutely. Fuck yeah. How are you making me hungry while I'm eating, right? Terrible. I'm glad I had food before this stream. Okay. So she has Revitalize. Fucking 80 CP! Ugh! It's fine. Alright. The woman with no walls!
Sounds like this Naori chick had quite the big heart.
Her position demanded nothing less. From the sound of things, she didn't focus on differences, least of all those between Renans and
here.
Danans.
I think she's just lurking in the background, though. She pops in every once in a while.
Who first showed me that such a thing was even possible. And then she saved my life by sending me back home to Dana.
Not only that, but she willingly stayed behind on Lenegis for the sake of her people. It sounds like she was quite the hero, all right. A truly caring person.
It's as if walls meant nothing to her. The one separating the Renans from the Danans, or herself from others. She had no need for them.
Which basically meant that she never had anything to break down in the first place, huh? Yeah. I think you may be right about that.
You inherited that legacy. Her wish for the world.
Don't I know it?
She's kind of like a lodestar guiding our way, showing us what we can aspire to.
Alright. Dope. Thanks for the discussion. Going this way now. Do I have to... Pedestal where the Renis Alma sat 300 years ago. Now it gives off no trace of power. Oh. Did it give off a trace of power before? Also, fuck, this outfit's so cool! What the fuck? I mean, I don't like the right shoulder pad. I feel like that's kind of weird. But still! Also... Oh, fuck. Alright, so he got a cool sword. That being said, I have to change it in the outfits, because... Yeah, that looks cool as hell. Atonement Edge, though, I really fucking love the look of, but... Here we go. Can your Witcher do this? Sorry. Okay. Well, that looks pleasant. Hello? Is this the end of the game? I figured there was, like, more than this. Are we actually at the end of the game?
That's
Can we
quite
finish
some
it
door,
today?
all right. This might finally be it. The heart of the beast.
We'll find the Renis Alma and the Red Woman inside, right?
Maybe.
After everything we've been through to get here, they damn well better be.
We'll probably be needing you to open this one for us, Sovereign.
Go for it, Alphen.
Are you referring to the owl? Are you referring to Hootle?
This is it, guys.
Oh.
Time to see what secrets are in
Kisara?
store.
She's great. Also, for some reason, reminds me of Yuri. I don't know why. If this isn't the final fucking zone, look how fucking final zone this looks like. Also, she just has black and white wings because I put on accessories to make her have black and white wings because I thought I looked cool.
We're a long way from the residential quarters now. It looks completely different.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, this place... it reminds me more of being back inside the Wedge.
Except the Dahnan astral energy feels even stronger here.
In a portion of the city reserved purely for the Renan Sovereign.
Maybe he just has strange tastes?
This place looks like it has been here for quite some time now. If its design were a matter of personal preference, we would be talking from centuries ago. Or perhaps even further back. Still, this isn't the sort of decadence of taste spoken of in artistic circles. So what is it then?
Hold up, decadence? Artistic circles?
When a preference is indulged to its extreme, it descends into kitsch, eccentricity for the sake of it. I'd be happy to illuminate you further.
That depends. Does it involve you buying me lunch?
The void that art fills isn't the stomach, it's the soul.
In that case, I'll let you know the next time my soul starts to rumble.
Now all we need is something to fill up the void inside your head.
Shut up!
Oh! Sick burn, Rinwell! Anyway. Shut up! Dude, he me for real, for real. Alright. Dope. Yeah, Theo? Okay. Item or weapon, eh? Well, these are all my weapons. I don't know that these count. Wow. What do you want to do, Theo? What specifically? What do you want to remove? Well, you answer that question. Go to skill panel. You have stuff. Oh my fucking. Excuse you. None of this makes any sense. Shots fired. Dope. Okay. Dope. Okay. Oh, that's what you said. Okay. I'll go down a level in sword. Oh, let's say I can't use this sword. Still looks like the sword, but it's not that sword. I didn't save it.
Volrod!
Uh-oh.
He really was still alive.
And there's
Well,
the Renaissance.
alive's a...
Then, is this another spirit channeling ceremony?
Wait, though. Something doesn't seem right here.
Once more, the powers must be united. Born from the fires of chaos, the world does seek its rightful state. All must be sacrificed in the heart of Rena, at the shrine of the true sovereign.
What has happened to him? He's lost himself, reduced to a mere cog in a machine.
Hey, look! Over there!
Isn't that the Maiden's crest?
Can it be that this entire chamber is meant to act as a substitute for the Maiden?
It looks like it's still running, but are we already too late to stop the ceremony?
We could kill him and find out.
If that's what caused Lenegis' transformation, then the purpose of the ceremony must have been to drain all the astral energy out of Dana.
But for what purpose? What could possibly need astral energy on that sort of scale?
I don't know. But whatever it is, I'll bet it's connected to those visions of oblivion. Regardless, we cannot stand by and let them steal Dana's energy. That said, we should retrieve the Renis Alma. Because right now, we need that most of all.
He's not gonna lunge at us out of nowhere, right?
Not the time, Law.
Alphen, look!
The Red Woman! So
Man,
we
she
finally
needs to
found
stop
you.
doing that.
I have a lot of questions for you.
Wait!
What?
They all have the same face? How is that even possible?
Fuck.
What is this?
Who the hell are they?
It can't be. Are they even people?
It's hard to know for
Wow,
sure,
that-
but I think they're the
that
true
subtitle
rulers
was
of
way off.
Rena.
They're not.
Oh man, posture check, stretch, and hydrate all at the same time. Thanks, Theo. I'm gonna need it. We're gonna do that now before this gets a little hand. Because I'm not fighting one Red Woman. No, we're fighting three. Because
Feeling
fuck
particularly
me, why not?
It's no use, Elfin. If we don't fight, we may as well be sitting ducks here.
Good point. Let's stop them before this gets out of hand.
Tiger, here! Oh, damn it. Out of ammo! I won't stop it!
You're mine!
Look sharp!
Inferno crossing!
Celestial Hammer!
Incineration!
Dragon Swarm! Igneous Discharge!
Dragons of flaming cycle! Yours to be
Inferno crossing!
Raging Storm!
You picked the wrong fight!
Lightning Condensed!
Tiger Blade!
And they. Ow, Jesus!
Inferno crossing!
Glacial Spear! Pierce Evil!
There!
Freeze Lancer!
Incineration wave!
Dirt!
You know what? Just because. Reasons.
Tiger Blade!
Be still! Rising Phoenix!
Without a trace!
Here I come!
Glow Light! Celestial Hammer! Flame of Fury!
Will this help?
Healing Circle! Appreciate
Raging
that!
Storm!
On guard!
Dragon Swarm!
Glacial Spear!
Tiger Blade!
Here I come! Here I come! Try harder! Not a chance!
Inferno
Dragon Swarm!
I'm going to need to use all the power of my war marks to accomplish this.
Field!
Through armor!
I'll be
Let
this
the
one's
flaming
mine!
lightning yours to be let free!
On guard!
Does Revitalize heal me like fully? It's fully.
More where that came from!
Oh no.
Look sharp!
You're mine!
Maximum burn!
Burn!
Raging Storm!
Flaming
Here I
Meteor!
come!
Celestial
Lightning
Hammer!
blade!
Ice Prison!
Incineration wave! You're mine! I'm
Glacial
not done!
Fire!
Tiger Blade! Dance in the wind! In here!
Let me help! Far enough!
I'll be saving
I
you!
owe you one.
One's mine!
Can't get out of this!
Look sharp!
Not in your dreams!
Take this! Tiger
Oh,
Blade!
no, that those did anything.
Radiant Thunder Field!
The flame inside me yearns to be let free. Take this! Crush!
Here, let me help.
Incineration wave! Raining slash! This is looking good. Ignite! Blow away! I owe you one.
Oh.
You
Ah.
made me angry. That was a bad.
You know what? Maybe, perhaps, we're just gonna throw a little heal on Kisara.
Leave the charge to me.
Night.
Healing circle. Appreciate the help.
I owe you one.
Why won't she? Why won't I do a heal? Oh no.
going to need to use all the power of my healing arts to accomplish this.
I owe you one. Here I come! Vacuum blade!
Damn it.
Incineration wave!
In a bind. This one's mine.
I'll smash you!
Dance in the wind!
The flame inside me yearns to be let free.
Where are you going?
You're mine! There! Here I come! Rising Phoenix! Dragon Swarm! Dragon Swarm!
Oh no. They did the thing again.
Try harder! Now! Here I come! Dragon Swarm! Try harder! It's on! Here I come! You picked the wrong fight! Dragon Swarm! Try this! Explosive ring!
God, they're so fucking hyper armor. So this is what anime fights would sound like in real life, pretty much. Yeah. Ah, fucking leave! Stop.
Here,
I
let me
can
help.
carve through armor! Take this! It's over!
Going in.
Inferno!
I'll bring you back to
Super Phoenix!
I'll bring you back to
Doctor ordered.
How about this?
Resuscitation. Lightning condemned. Mine. Thunderblade.
Where are you going? No chance.
She still did the thing. Pineapple gel, please.
There!
I'll heal you all. Wind Astrolator. Purge malevolence. Arctic. Here's our healing already. First aid. By the power of flame. Vanish without a trace. All disasters made one.
Oh no.
Healing security. Let me help. Now first aid.
Take this! Stay away from my friend!
Here goes.
Take
this.
Well, she undied.
I can't lose. Sealed.
Dragon Swarm!
Inferno crossing. Going in.
Here's a healing art.
Flaming meteor.
Not
Where
today!
that came from.
Dragon Swarm!
Thunderblade.
Here, I can handle it.
Explosive ring!
Show me what my arts can do.
Rise and shine. Here's a
Man, she just can't get a health thing off.
This should do it!
first aid. Lightning condemned. Thunderblade.
This one's mine.
Dragon Swarm!
The power of water.
Explosive
Going
ring!
in. Crescent moon.
Flame of... I'll be saving this.
Only 73,000 more to go. Oh, my God. All the voice lines? Yeah, they're great. Yep, all the move names. God.
Dragon Swarm! Dragon Swarm!
Shield and mate.
Try this! Explosive now! This one's all mine!
Who the fuck summoned fucking tidal waves? God damn.
Try harder!
Oh no.
My turn! Not a chance! Here I come!
Here, let me help.
Try harder! My turn!
Appreciate the help.
Now! Take this! You'll pay for that!
I'll bring you back.
Try hard, not a chance! Here I come! Coming through!
Whoops.
Now! Scarlet Inferno!
I still got some fight left
I'll
in
heal
me.
you all.
Lightning
Oh.
Ignite!
Healing Fire Blade! Now for the
Lunar Arc! Here I come! Now!
Can't be squirreled!
I'm not done!
That'll bring you down. Here goes! Tiger
Can't
Blade!
get out of this!
Dragon
Dragon
Let me
Form!
help. Tiger Blade!
Here I come!
Oh.
Shattering pieces! Attack! Here's the evil!
Lightning thrust! Rising Phoenix! Be still! Rising Phoenix! Try harder! My turn! Dragon Form! Is this it?
Don't give up!
Fuck. Damn it.
You're mine!
More where that came from! Graviton Field! Photon Blast! Power of Flame! I'm going in! All the power of my healing arts to accomplish Supernova! Raging Cascade!
Denied! Dragon Form!
Dance of the Wind! Air Thrust! Power of Flame! Flaming Meteor! Inferno Wind! Look here! Inferno Crusher!
Law, hit him.
Rising Phoenix! Chill!
This ends now!
Let's go!
Finish!
Let me help!
I owe you one!
We did it.
Surrender!
Bitch.
Fighting is useless now! Do you think it's really over?
Probably not.
Astral energy. Watch out! They've got something up their sleeve!
Ow. Yeah, exploding, it would seem.
It's self-destructed?
Alphen!
I'm fine. Kinda.
I'm okay.
Not really.
Just a little roughed up.
You had me worried there.
Who said you could touch that?
Hey, you're alive. And you probably are feeling better, right?
Damn it! He's awake!
I should have thought as much. So you know this place? Naturally. It was built for me, after all. We'll save that for another time. More pressing is how I'm going to tear you apart. Even after all this time, you still insist on hating me? You cut me down. Sovereign or not, you will pay for that.
He's like a salty PvP player. Let's go.
You're obviously bluffing. You can't even move right now.
Really, is that what you think? Did you really think that such a petty device could hold me?
Are you going to claim it's because you're a ruler? Be it sovereigns or lords. In the end, they're all titles given by someone else.
Plus, what kind of ruler would spend all his time chasing Alf, who happens to be another sovereign?
Idle prattle. I proved my worth and the Sovereign's powers were granted to me.
Were they really? We already know the title of Sovereign doesn't denote royalty. It is but an overblown codename for those with a designated part to play in these proceedings. You mentioned before that you were not the only one stolen from Dana, correct?
Yeah. There were countless. And every one of them besides me died.
Well,
all of those failed experiments, and they still kept going back to Dana. There must have been some vital reason their subject had to specifically be a Danan. Then there were the records we found in the library, for you and Volron. They were logged 300 years apart, and yet the data they took from you was exactly the same. Which leads us to a single conclusion.
Then you mean Voron was kidnapped just like Alphen? But then he became a
A slave from Dana. like us. Isn't that right, Volron?
So he posed as a Renan and caused all that suffering to his own people?
How could you? If you knew the pain of being a slave, why would you inflict that upon others?
Renan
well-
and Danon are meaningless distinctions. Me and everyone else. That is all that matters.
Oh, he's gone full Sasuke. Everybody get out of the room.
Stand above all others and take what is rightfully mine, starting with this.
A red woman?
Another one?
Give your master back on Rena this message. No one makes a fool of me. Let them know I'll make them suffer.
Don't do it!
Uh-oh.
Serenus Alma!
Uh-oh. Well, this is not great. Well, he was about to go cuckoo, and then she fully stopped him. She made all this talk about not being able to be captured and staying, like, suppressed. Nope! Go back! Oh, they're hearts. That's nice. Kingdom Hearts! Oh. Jump. Come on. Face okay?
Go. But know I will be your shadow no matter where you try to run.
I'm just happy she trusted in him to jump.
Let's go.
Guys, keep moving, man! I thought she was gonna miss too,
Never
honestly.
forget, I am the one who devours everything. Who answers to neither spirit nor man. My word is law. I am.
Are you two okay?
Yeah. We'll be fine.
Is Volron... have we finally seen the last of him?
We can but hope.
Those red women. What the heck was their deal?
Could they be the ones behind all this?
On.
The same ones who put those
Good one.
soldiers in
Good one,
Faria
Justin.
in a trance?
What? Those brainless things? Either way, they've done a runner with the Renis Alma. Damn it, that's the second time now!
What?
Whatever's stolen from us, we'll steal it back. The future's ours to protect. And right now, those things are what's standing in our way.
Very delusional, yeah.
We can head them off at Rena.
Did you say Rena?
Volron mentioned a master of theirs holed up in the motherland somewhere.
If that monstrous form's their true identity, I shudder to think who they take orders from.
Yeah. There's a good chance it's not human. That's for sure.
So this thing over on Rena, that's what's really behind all this, huh?
They have the Renis Alma in their grasp already, so it's unlikely they'll have cause to return to Dana. I agree that Rena's our best shot.
Then we're agreed. Let's head back to the starship.
But seriously,
Fuck.
I was not expecting Volron to actually be here.
He seemed to care not one whit about Renans or Danans.
Yeah, and not in a good way like with us.
Oh, this game is so long! Shit, okay. First things first, let's change my sword back to this. Listen to the
I
red
didn't
woman
see
thing.
that coming about Volron. As for those red women, to think they were monsters all along.
Tell me about it. One minute they look perfectly human. Next thing you know, they're not actually human at all.
They definitely weren't Renan or Danon. I'm not even sure language would get through to them.
So what were they then? Human Zoogle hybrids?
Is the most terrifying thing anyone said all day.
How about you, Shion? Doily? You ever seen anything like that before?
No, never. However, if they're the same as the red woman we've seen with Volron, I think it's safe for us to assume they understand our language at the very least.
I had just so much I wanted to ask them. About Rena and Shion's thorns.
Unfortunately, they blew themselves up before we got the chance.
Wheeze.
Why would they do such a thing, though? To take us with them? Or in order to keep something hidden?
Both sound plausible to my ears. They took off with the Renis Alma too, remember?
Yeah, they did. And the next time we meet them, we're going to make sure they tell us everything they know.
Hell yeah. Also, fuck. Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking, being like, ah, no, the game's over here. No. Just, no, there's no shot. Night. Nope, I can't. Okay. Worth a shot. Worth a check. Sovereign Truth. Oh. I gotta run all the way back. Okay. At least the outfit's fucking cool. Oh, it's such a distance. Also, in like an hour, I'm gonna have to reset the game again because that's a thing that I have to do. Yeah, that wasn't that bad. Why do I have to reset the game? Because every hour and 45 minutes, the audio on the game, for whatever reason, starts to become really crackly and really bad, but only in cutscenes. So, there's no one here. Thanks. So the goal is to... I lied. I spoke way too quickly, and there are in fact people here. No.
I'm not done! Take this! You picked the wrong fight! Now you'll learn! Strike!
So basically I have to reset the game and then it'll run it properly.
Stand back! I'll keep it up!
In here! That'll bring you down!
Flaming thrust! I'm not done! Void blast!
Steel force! One more with that!
It's over!
Do it! That's
I don't
my
even
cue!
know the word defeat.
Shut him down!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
That's weird. Yeah, okay, so here's the thing about it. I'm streaming this through Xbox, so maybe that's a factor, right? I can see that being a thing. However, it's never done that on any other game I've streamed through the Xbox. It's only this one. And it's literally, I think Theo clocked it at one point, it was literally an hour and 46 minutes. Every single time, every single stream it's done that. So, yeah. It's great. It's a solid thing. What a feature.
This is your
Sounds like Sony superiority. Ew, gross. Even with that in mind, I would rather reset the game than play on a Sony system.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished. My turn. Vacuum blade. Vacuum blade. Chill.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished. No. You're mine.
Raging Solar Blast! Now! Here! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Game looks so pretty when it's in motion.
A comfortable win.
Alright. Also, food helped. Good! That is good to hear. Food will do that. It will help you. Oh. Damn it.
Dispose of the trash.
This one's mine!
Into the shadow!
Ignite!
Breaking storm!
Perfect move! Be
So
still!
these ones can run rings around us!
Fearing gale!
Frost contained.
Maximum no escape! Flying light sphere! Rising phoenix!
Lightning condensed!
Here I come!
Shield and face!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and pummeling to me.
Incinerate!
Time to shine!
No escape!
In the wind!
Make it way! Totally! In an instant!
Ah.
Impact clock!
Here, let me help.
Be still! No escape!
That'll bring
I
you down.
did the wrong button.
No escape!
How do I fuck up the right trigger in X?
No escape! Mirage! Dragon Swarm!
This ends now!
I don't even know how I managed that.
Lightning!
You're mine! I'm not done!
Glacial shattering! Pierce the
Leafy Stegos? Oh.
No escape!
I was like trying to comprehend what the fuck I was looking at. Dyslexia's a bitch.
It's on!
Glacial
Flame!
Pierce the evil!
Ignite!
Make it rain!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
It's like every character wants to be an
Yep.
anime MC.
I barely
Yes,
worked up a sweat.
absolutely he does. He even has like a cheesy catchphrase when his ability's up. And I can't. It's too good. Also, yes, everybody screams their moves. They fully do. They do it in Japanese too. It's just most people don't really like understand Japanese. Well, most like people in North America. I feel like 90% of the people in North America are like, I like anime. I can't speak Japanese. I heard what you said about Sony, but had to answer someone, but I have to ask, what do you have against Sony? Literally nothing. Nothing at all. I just like Xbox better. Japanese is hard though. Japanese is insanely hard, but it's a language.
What the? When did it get pitch dark all of a sudden?
The lights are all out. Think it has something to do with the explosion back in the Forbidden Zone?
Joe?
You two.
Hey, buddy.
Faria, Avakir. Thank goodness you're safe.
Avakir filled me in about everything. About how I ambushed you all.
Started learning Japanese
She
when
doesn't
I've given
remember
up
a
in a
thing.
month. Now I'm learning Greek.
So
Ooh,
she
good luck
really
on
was
Greek.
being controlled.
He told me about Tarnigan too.
Sorry, Ryan.
Is it true?
What difference does it make? What's done is done.
Stop casting me off, just for once!
Faria, not now. It can wait. Dohalim, Lenegis is in grave peril.
So I can see.
It's the city's core reactor. It's damaged. Some of the basic systems we've managed to keep online, but complete restoration still a way off.
You're an elite technician, though. You can fix it, right?
If so, then what's the problem?
Panic's begun to set in among the citizens. Until now, whenever something like this happened, the Sovereign would issue a decree. But this time, not so much as a peep. Any longer, and we run the risk of riots breaking out before we can get things back up and running.
Forget the Sovereign. I doubt you'll be hearing from him anytime soon.
What's that supposed to mean? Do you know something I don't?
No, not at all. What do you
Suffice it
mean?
to say, the Sovereign isn't the kind of ruler we thought he was. That is, if he
Well.
ever even existed, which is looking doubtful at this stage.
Are you out of your mind? Why, if people knew that a lord such as yourself was whispering such blasphemy, they'd...
There's no time to explain now. It sounds like we need to find a way to keep Lenegis from spiraling out of control.
We need to stop that riot.
But how do we do that?
Riots feed on
Slap 'em to death?
discontent and unrest, right? So if we want to keep the peace, we just need to put people's minds at ease.
At ease? Like by letting them hear directly from someone they trust. That's it. Who's the highest-ranking person in Lenegis right now?
Lenegis wouldn't have a next in line. After all, you said the Sovereign rules over everyone directly, right?
Also,
Correct.
same.
The
Alice.
closest thing
I
to an
can't
authority
fucking
figure
speak
would
French
be a
worth a damn,
lord.
and I learned it for like
The
8
only
years.
one left is... Ah, very well then. Avakir, you mentioned a few facilities were still online. Which ones?
Why hasn't the Sovereign said anything?
Please.
'Cause the Sovereign's a
somebody
bitch.
explain what's going on.
Is it over?
Nah.
What's going to happen to all of us?
Oh.
Heed me now, fellow Renans of Lenegis. It is I, Lord Dohalim Ilkaris of Eldaman and Sia.
Look up there. It's Lord Dohalim.
Hold on! He should be in the crown contest! Shouldn't he? Why isn't the Sovereign talking to us?
The Sovereign is seeing to other matters right now. In my capacity as Lord, I speak to you in his stead. You're afraid.
Alright.
As people so often are when faced with the unknown. I hope you'll allow me to put your fears to rest. The city's core reactor has experienced a malfunction. However, we have our top engineers attending to the matter, and things will soon be back to normal. I know that you feel abandoned, perhaps more scared and alone than ever before. But
Alice, I agree with you on that one. It does feel the same.
You are Lenegis, not the Lords and Sovereign. The solidarity of its citizens is the mortar that holds it together. If we don't allow ourselves to be distracted by our differences, if we put our hearts and minds together and stand as one, I am confident we will find new hope. I would be honored to stand with you. Not as a person of loftier rank, but as another human being among many. I hope that you'll lend me your strength, for if we can persevere as one, I know a bright tomorrow awaits.
Ow! Also, yeah, repetition is key when it comes to language. You have to constantly, like,
Your
say
speech
it, say
seems
it,
to
say
have
it,
done
say
the
it.
trick. Looks like the city won't be descending into chaos after all.
I only pray the relief will tide the city over for the time being.
What you said earlier, about the Sovereign possibly not even existing, was it true?
Nah, I made it up all
It's
for fun.
still too premature to say with any certainty, but I believe so. This whole time, this world we've been fed was a lie, built on nothing but falsehoods.
But it can't all have been.
I can believe it. After everything I saw in the Forbidden Zone, what they did to Faria, it's the only explanation that makes sense.
But what about hierarchy, Avakir? Authority? The very foundations of Renan society? How can we live without someone to guide us?
I'd say we found someone capable of doing just that, wouldn't you?
Haha,
You?
you have to live on.
You can't be serious.
You
I
gotta
have
raise
business
with
I must
no
take care of first.
money increase.
But once everything is over, I shall return. But not as your sovereign, nor as a leader, the likes of which the people here are used to, I think.
But how else do you propose to rule?
I'm not sure yet. All I have is a feeling that here in Lenegis, a new dawn is on the verge of breaking. One in which people won't be judged by birthright or on the power of their astral arts, but on other things. More important things. Things like, oh, I don't know, musical talent, for example.
When I bumped into you after all those years, I said you were no different. But I was wrong. Truth is, you were always different. I feel like maybe now I can finally begin to accept Turnagain's death. to see a future.
You go finish whatever it is you've got to do. I'll hold down the fort here in Lenegis till you get back.
Thank you.
Right about that.
I guess you're not going to make it to Menancia for the foreseeable future, huh?
Indeed. Forgive me.
The people of Elda Menancia can look after themselves just fine. It's the ones here on Lenegis who need someone to guide them. Besides, with you leading the people here, it'll help spread the idea of coexistence beyond Menancia's borders that much faster.
Sounds like you're in it for the long haul.
How could I not be, after the second chance that I've been granted? From this day forth, I shall dedicate myself to the future inhabitants of this world. Though the memories of the departed shall remain forever in my heart.
Remember, you're going to be leading the people here, not ruling them.
True enough. Whatever would I do without you, Kisara?
With or without her, I suspect you're gonna have your hands full when the time comes. We should be heading back to the ship. Business on Rena awaits.
Yeah, let's get back to the ship. The fucking wing smack. So good. More AG is always good. Ground Dasher. Ooh. Dude, every time she turns around, her wings are so big it just slaps along the line. It's so good. Okay. Also, their images changed. So even if I change their costume, that's just what they wear. Well, I want to get Ground
Looks
Dasher,
like
but I don't have enough.
Lenegis can rest easy.
I couldn't have done it without your words of encouragement, Law.
Hey, you're the one who made the speech.
I think everybody can share the credit here.
No. I refuse to take credit.
In one sense, when all is said and done,
Angel Muscle Mummy?
perhaps I have been a slave this whole time too.
You, a Renan
Yes,
Lord?
Alex.
How do you figure that exactly?
I was complicit in the
If
Renan
that is what you want to
system,
call her.
bound by its values, resigned to being swept along, without the resolve to take a stand. And when I realized the severity of my mistake, all I longed for was punishment. A lord. And yet my first instinct was to place my fate in the hands of others.
I think I can relate. I couldn't stand watching my people bow and scrape their way through life, but I didn't know what else I could do about it either. The ability to think for yourself and be your own master. That's what separates a slave from a free person. At least, that's what Law's dad Zephyr used to say. Zephyr taught me how to fight. But in doing so, he also taught me how to live.
Even if it means stumbling along the way. If it's on a road of our own choosing, free of regret. Why, that's the road of freedom. Or, to put it another way, so long as his heart is compromised, even the loftiest of kings is no freer than a slave. I think I finally understand now. This Zephyr character sounds like he was a wise man indeed. I only wish I could have met him.
There's just so much I wish I could ask him, especially now. I wonder, have I been correctly carrying on the torch that he
Ooh,
passed
let's
to
not
me?
ask that question to ourselves. Oh, we're just gonna leave it on that line? Not even be like, oh yeah, probably? Fuck you, gay.
How long have you known?
Known?
Known what?
About the darkness I carry inside me. You seem to have been aware of it for quite some time now.
Why ask me now? What does it matter? But yes, I have. I've pretty much known that something was gnawing at you ever since we left Menancia.
So basically since the very start of our journey then. Just when I thought I couldn't feel more ashamed.
Leave the past where it belongs. We have no need for it now. You're forging ahead. That's what matters.
I refuse
If my
to take
brother
credit.
could see you, he'd be proud.
Not as proud as he would be of his sister, I'm sure.
Well then, just as well it's not a competition, huh?
One more. Maybe.
Kisara? Anyone at home in there?
She's so
Sorry.
cute.
Did I look distracted?
Among other things. To be entirely honest, I couldn't tell whether you were smiling or frowning.
You were thinking about Dohalim, weren't you?
That obvious, huh? I was just thinking how good it is to see him moving forward at last. It was always so infuriating, knowing how capable he could be if he just put his mind to it. A prisoner trapped in a cage of his own self-doubt. But now, he's finally beginning to spread his wings. I'm happy for him.
So, then why do you look so sad?
Oh, I don't know if I'd say sad. There's a bittersweetness to it, I guess. It's good and strange, knowing that he won't be needing me anymore. It probably sounds weird, doesn't it? I have this massive worry off my mind. I should be jumping up and down for joy, right?
Must be that maternal instinct of yours at work.
Rinwell's right. You're like a mother bird, finally letting go as her child takes his first shaking and nervous flight from the nest.
A pretty big child.
That's one way to look at it. I wouldn't like to see Dohalim's face if he heard you say that. All this has made me realize I can't allow myself to become a prisoner of my own making like he was. If Dohalim can forge his own path ahead, then I can too. I won't be left behind.
She's so diligent and respectful. I love her. Okay. Let's press all the wrong buttons today. Alright. Is it really gonna make me go all the way? It's gonna make me go all the way back. Alright. Now just press all the buttons. I mean, eventually I'll get the button I want. What? Oh. It's like, what the fuck was that noise? We're good. Just somebody casting healing. I'm kind of shocked nobody asked her, like, hey, so, like, who brainwashed you? Right? Kind of important. Oh! Alice, you gifted a sub! Thank you! The 10 win. Ooh. Well, he'll be happy. They'll be happy. Thank you for the gifted sub! Means a lot. I'm glad you came to hang out and talk about how much you dislike French. And cutscene time. The Fall Knights.
Thought we'd find
Yeah,
answers
did you
on
use
Lenegis,
fur
but
as
we
a-
just ended up finding more
Damn your
questions.
You can say that again. And now we have more problems to fix too. Like figuring out how to reform Lenegis.
That can wait for now. We've got more than enough on our plates to deal with as it is. Like figuring out who's really running the show on Rena.
Yeah. Which is why we're going to the Renan homeworld.
All the answers we've been looking for are
Oh,
on that
thanks,
planet.
Alice.
The person responsible for all this. The Red
I'm
Woman
glad you're having a good
and
time.
Renis Alma. The answers have to be there. Are we prepared to finally find them?
So, what do we do first when we get there?
We know nothing about the Renan homeworld or what we might face once we arrive. We should get a feel for how things are on the ground before we take any serious steps.
It's also entirely possible that the first thing we're going to face is an attack.
If
There
we
wasn't a
come
space
across the
between
capital,
how and
we should...
things.
What?
That's not great. Anime cutscene. Also, Theo, thank you for the Hydra Plastic and Stretch. For all 3, thank you very much. What are you doing? Stop it. They have star pupils? Oh, fuck. Did we just get... Well, roll credits. Well, GG, it was fun. And that's the end of the game.
Damn! The hell just happened?
Our course has been altered. The coordinates are pointing to a different destination.
What's that?
The ship's controls aren't accepting my commands. The engine is being shut down.
That's bad,
Dope.
right?
Quite bad.
No, it's great.
We've lost control of the ship.
Is all of this the Red Women's doing?
Are they trying to finish us off before we can land?
Look at
Everyone!
the context.
Look there!
It's we're in space, and I think we're heading toward a planet. Is Rena moving? Oh my god. Rena's not doing so hot. Oh, that can't be good. Huh. They restarted the machine. No, I can explain what's going on. It's okay. Oh, goody. Well, to be fair, I can't explain what this is. Did they just make a flower? Okay.
A flower blooming out of Rena?
But that
Or
flower
what's
looks
left
like
of
it's
Rena.
absorbing all of Dana's energy.
And it appears Lenegis
believe.
is serving as a conduit for that energy to reach here. Could that have been its true purpose all along?
Yes,
If that's
Tristan.
true, do you think the people back on Lenegis are all right?
Please hit the computer so
We
it
can
stops
only
beeping.
pray that they are.
Damn it! Haven't they taken enough already? When is this going to end?
When we stop them, probably.
The Flower of Oblivion.
With everything that's happening, we need to get back to Lenegis. Is the ship still offline?
Unfortunately, yes. Even more so than when it lay dormant.
Can you fix it?
Starships are extremely complex machines. One wrong move while we're out here in space could very well cost us our lives.
So what? We're just stuck inside here, floating around? For how long?
I don't believe this. We've made it all this way, and now we're stuck here? We're watching Dana die before our eyes, and we have no choice but to sit here and starve to death?
Law, calm down. You're not the only one who's worried here.
Right. Sorry.
It's still too early to give up. There has to be a way to get out of this.
Alphen.
Now what?
The starship, it's back online?
No, this is different. Something is pulling our ship in towards it.
Welcome to Star Wars. Star Trek? Star whatever you feel. Are we being dragged through space? Are we on another space station? He probably says zoinks. Probably. We're on another space station. God damn. Oh my god.
We managed to get moving, but where are we?
It looks like Lenegis in here.
Do you think we might run into more Renans here? Or those red women?
First one, no.
Perhaps.
Second one, probably.
Someone brought us here. The question is...
Star, we're all gonna die.
We haven't been ambushed, so that probably means they aren't hostile. Still, why would anyone want to bring us here?
Hey, Shion!
If they wanted to attack us, they could have done so while we were back on the starship. We should see where this path takes us.
Or what? I mean, she makes a good point. Okay. Okay, so hang on. Hang on. The bunny girl has 2 sets of ears. Yes, they're not her actual ears. Yeah. She's human, they're just add-ons. Just an accessory. Yeah, they're not her actual ears. Yeah, no, she's human. I just put bunny ears on her because they're adorable. Okay. To explain what has happened, we were on that planet that got struck by the other planet. All the energy's coming out of. We were on that planet for a very long time. Killed a bunch of people. Did a bunch of stuff. The space station that looked like a moon was up in the sky, cracked open, and shot a giant spike into the planet that started siphoning off the energy. So we were like, well, we can't let that stand. We go to the wedge, the spike thing, turn it off so it can't siphon any more energy off. Leave there, find a spaceship, go to the moon, or the space station that's up in the sky. And then that's pretty much where this stream started. I don't know what the flower is for. I'm assuming it's energy. And I don't know what the space station that we're on now is. But basically, the one space station is pulling energy from the first planet to make a flower on the second planet for some reason. Have I given anyone wolf cat ears? I have. Gave them to Law. Yes, it seems very reasonable. In anime terms, yeah. Also, the people... There's Danans and Renans. Renans came from Rena, which is the planet that doesn't look so well. And then they moved into Lenegis, and Lenegis is the big space structure, the big moon-looking thing. And people from Lenegis went down to Dana to take over Dana. And that's been going on for 300 years. So there's that. But they're all humans? Least convoluted anime plot? Oh yeah, definitely. That's Tales games in a nutshell, though. They're just like space, kind of more space colonialism. More that than space racism, but kind of. because the Renans don't really treat the Danans with respect, but either way. But more than often than not, Tales games have like a certain plot that they follow, and then halfway through the game, they unveil the rest of the game, and they say, just kidding, it's actually this. And so we're about at that halfway mark. So, you know. Yup. Okay, let's do a skit.
Ah, Shion, just in the nick of time. Here, lend me a hand while I...
No!
What the... Oh, right. The thorns. My bad.
No, I'm the one who should apologize. I overreacted.
Again, Law? Can't you even go a minute without putting your foot in your mouth?
Seriously, it's fine. I'd rather that than people feeling like they're walking on eggshells around me. Besides, I'm the one who should be vigilant about not touching you guys, not the other way around.
Actually, I've been meaning to ask. Not being able to touch people, does it ever get lonely sometimes?
Man, what do you think,
I never really thought about it in those terms. It was either accept it for what it was or come undone. Before long, it was just part of my everyday reality. I think I even forgot there was another way to live. Which isn't to say I didn't feel alone. I did. Always.
So numb to your reality, you couldn't even recognize it as loneliness? I don't know how you managed.
It's fine.
Fuck, did you have to phrase it that way?
Anymore.
But I can't even touch you. No way of lending you a shoulder when you're down? Even Alphen.
I appreciate the concern. Until I get rid of these thorns, I guess I'll have to put up with it just a little longer. But not forever. Alphen promised me that. Maybe it'll be soon, maybe it won't be. But either way, the day will come. And I'll be ready when it does.
Yeah, just hang in there. One day, we'll share a big
just hug
warm
plushies.
hug.
Does she have any
You'll
plushies?
see.
Man, she's probably got a
promise.
bunch. Oh, also, Shion was like cast out because she stole the Master Core for fire, and then so she ended up in kind of captivity on a train. So that was the thing. That's how the game pretty much started. But yeah, it does kind of explain the thorns a little bit, but still, I don't know why the broken planet turned into a flower yet. So we'll probably find that out here. All right, we're gonna finish off these skits.
Boo! Ah! What the? Are you out of your mind? This isn't the time for games, Rinwell.
Oh, come on. How am I supposed to resist with you looking all jittery like that?
It's called experiencing feelings appropriate to the situation. You ought to try it sometime.
Yeah, but seeing you act all nervous, you're making me start to feel nervous too.
Oh, sorry.
Staying alert is important, but too much caution can cloud your judgment. Try to strike a balance.
Oh, Rinwell? Dude, I will say, for all the characters in this game, for all the character development that has gone out through this game, because we've been playing this game for, how long? Let's see. 45 hours, give or take. But, by the way, 45 hours, this game still has more. Rinwell has gone through an amazing character development. She started this game not a great person. Honestly, it was just hate and just meanness. She was not nice. And not in like a way of like genuinely being spiteful toward people. It's just she was so hell-bent on revenge and anger that she just was treating people like shit without even realizing it. So, that was fun. But now, she's like accepting and nice, and like she actually grew as a person, and it's nice that they actually, it's really good that they went off and did that. But Rinwell also does not have bunny ears. Sorry to, she has normal ears. She's not bunny girl. Kisara doesn't actually have wings, just so you know. Characters that heal are so comforting. Hers especially. So she was going after a specific lord, which we ended up fighting. She was the Wind Lord, Almeidrea. Almeidrea found her parents and her group of people, which were known as Dahnan mages, which are not things. They all got wiped out by Almeidrea, and she was the only one left standing, and she only knew the crest of the person who killed all of her people. And so, when we came up against Almeidrea, she had to come with terms to whether or not she was going to be the person who killed Almeidrea, or if she was going to try and like find a different path opposed to revenge and stuff like that. So she's come a long way. She was very angry. She was very, very hell-bent on revenge, and she's not done a 180. She's like still has moments, but like it was a good fucking scene. And Law actually got in her way before she could like kill her, because Law knew that that kind of revenge is not gonna bring back the family. It's not gonna heal you in the way that you think it's going to even help slightly. So he got in the way to help her prevent making that choice to do that, which means these two are probably gonna end up together, but they're so goddamn teenager about it that goddamn you were there, Tristan. Well, whether or not you remember it, but yeah, you were there. But yeah, and then like Dolian was dealing with shit. Fucking Kisara watched her brother die in front of her. Like, fuck it, this whole game's about pain. Oh, but here's the thing, though. We've been going for 4 hours. I think I'm going to call it. So I'm unfortunately going to be ending on a cliffhanger. Going to be ending on a bit of a cliffhanger, but that'll just mean that the next stream will be that much more interesting. So it'll be back next week, next Thursday, another Tales stream. If anybody's looking forward to that, that's when they are. And we'll go until it ends every Thursday. But the entire game basically a cliffhanger, kind of until the end. This game does have an ending. Yeah, this game does have an ending. It will stop eventually, because the Tales games aren't like a continuous series. They all are like their own game on their own, which is really nice. But yeah, that means that Tristan has to sleep. But we are gonna raid out. We're gonna raid a friend of mine. Oh, they're playing Dreamscaper. Oh, they're playing a roguelite. I love it. All right. I'm just going to type this out real quick, and then I will do the outro, and we'll be set to go. Okay, we're good. All right. So this is the message you would use if you are not subscribed. This is the message you would use if you are subscribed. So we're going to go ahead and raid Kiala. She's a great person. 10 out of 10. She plays Souls games. She tried her first Souls games like the end of last year. She's very good at them. Now she's playing roguelites, and I'm just like, yes, more. I want to thank everybody for coming out, stopping by, chatting, saying hi, lurking. If you were there, I love your face. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being an amazing person. Or thank you for the gifted sub, more specifically, Alice. And I will see you all on Saturday for a collab stream at 2 p.m. my time, 4 p.m. Eastern, I think it is. Ooh, I may have to look into that. Ooh. But either way, I'll see you all on Saturday. It'll be a fun time. Spooky games. All right. Bye. Thanks for hanging out. See you all Saturday. Bye.